on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
What is up? Party people. Happy Tuesday. Portion of the program is brought to you by NCAA National Certified Alarms and Long-Term Contracts, license number 645. Kick off this Hot Take Tuesday. So hot. So freaking hot. Are we still at war? I heard we're at war. We still at war? Are we? No, we're not. Maybe. Depends. Is it a kind of, or is it pretty sure we're at war? I feel like it's a kind of.
Aren't we taking a break?
I thought we were till Friday. But then apparently the Saudis want us to bomb more. So there was that. And we were the only ones that seemed to be taking a break, if I'm correct. So
Saudis have bombs, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
They can drop their own bombs.
Yeah, I know. Well, they want us to keep going. Plus, you got to remember, it's a very complicated area. I think it's best that we just stay away. That's the way I look at it. They got oil. Yeah, you know what? They can keep their oil. We'll figure something else out. Didn't we just take all the oil we could from Venezuela? What about that? Oh, Lord. By the way, did you see the crash of the airplane? Have you seen it on film?
Are you talking about
yesterday?
LaGuardia?
Yeah.
Or, oh, yeah.
My
that
God.
was
How anybody survived in the fire truck is beyond me.
Yeah, it was just obliterated.
Yeah, it was just insane.
And there was also a yellow fire truck that it got struck by the wing or something.
Yeah, so it was. Yeah, I mean, everybody's like, well, they were talking about, well, it was busy, it was this, and nobody knows. It's Trump's fault. You guys are going to blame it on me. I know it. No, I think it was just one of those situations where bad things happen. That sometimes happens.
Well, the air traffic controller actually said on the open mic that it was his fault.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's not going to have a job for much longer.
It was an accident. But everybody's like, this is what humans are involved. When humans are involved, there's no perfection.
Got to give that job to AI. AI. When AI wants to start killing people, it'll just start screwing up the air traffic control system.
Yeah. In the air, the whole 9 yards. I mean, it's all coming, people. It's all coming. But you'll always need humans in certain situations because you always want to have that backup of that one thing that AI can't think of that separates us as far as being human goes. So very interesting. A lot of talk about today. Obviously, we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on in Iran, which is, I don't know, at this point in time. We're sending people. We're not sending people. We really weren't sending people because people are already on the way over to, I think, India. Now they're going to go to Pakistan. Pakistan's going to be a conduit to help out. Russia may get involved in the conversation as well. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of different things. Both sides are full of it, as you would say. Because that's what you do, right? Reagan, trust but verify. Okay, well, let's trust but verify. Well, how are we going to verify it? The question is going to be, and even yesterday when we talked about this, remember, Trump said, we're going to take time off and not bomb any of their infrastructure. He never said Israel was stopping.
Well, he can't really, he can, but if they want to keep bombing, the only thing that he can do is say, all right, I'm not giving you any more money or bombs.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So somebody says, 1012 says obliterate it like when we first bombed their nuclear stuff. Well, we thought we obliterated, but we didn't. And here's the thing. The one thing that they learned is, and after the 12-day war, Iran said we should never have stopped. They weren't prepared to go any longer. They didn't have all the stuff, and we allowed them to get several months ahead and to build up enough. And so we're not going to stop now. So that's why they're not interested at this moment in time. And we have democracy, okay? They have elections too, but again, the mullahs run everything. But we have democracy, and democracy says we've got an election coming up. And they understand that. So they have taken their weapons and their IRGC. They're not alerting themselves to anybody anymore. They're not showing up where they normally would. They've went and they've spread out all of their stuff all over the country. And they're going to try to make it hell, which is a possibility. And I know that the 82nd Airborne, on the ground in 18 hours anywhere in the world, by the sounds of it, is prepared. Some 2,000. You've got the Marines today arriving. So, is something going to happen? I'm assuming something's going to happen. It's not if, but when. And it's, and for us, it always comes back to, the death of soldiers. What are we willing to, as America, to say, okay, this is it. This is our threshold here. 0 would be my threshold, but what are we willing to do? What are we willing to do? How far are we willing to take it? Karg Island is one thing, but are you going to go in? Are we going to start carpet bombing inside of their country? Because your whole goal, remember, is not to destroy all of Iran, but to try to weaken them to the point where there's a regime change of some sort, and we can welcome them back with open arms and into the world. But at some point, if you go overboard, you're going to start to turn the tide. And that's something that, it's that weird situation. We're trying to fight like 8 different wars that have nothing to do with the same thing. One's an actual war. This one here is a war of inside of their country, disinformation, misinformation, and trying to rally them. Then you've got, several fronts over here. And then you've got us and the battle of information and the hearts and minds. And that's what they're looking at. Iran is watching the same thing everybody else is. Oil prices. And if they can get those things to go to a point where it is uncomfortable for us and we're paying way more and life is costing us more and it starts to eat into our pocketbook and people start saying, yeah, what's this have to do with us? What does this have to do with us? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting, no doubt about that. A lot of other good stuff, including the manosphere. Man, I come in today, and Bill goes, how was your show this morning? I said, dude. He goes, were you running behind doing everything? I said, all right. I said, I was planning on doing this. I didn't know the documentary was out yet. And Justin Theroux, who is a documentary filmmaker, funny guy, a Brit, he has a new Netflix show called Inside the Manosphere, which is, it's all these douchebags, these douche canoes who are just like, look at me, man. I'm built. I'm super strong, and you're a loser. And it's just total
Andrew
crap.
Tate kind of people.
Oh, yeah. Andrew Tate, women suck. They're stupid. They should be at home. Like, we joke about stuff like that, but we're joking. Like, this is what they're selling to kids. And I tell you what, it is crazy to see how wacky these people are with their fake muscles, because so much of it's fake. It's all just, they're not even taking creatine. They're taking anabolic steroids, and they're trying to get jacked, like that clavicular or whatever the hell that guy's name is. Clavicular? I think that's his name.
Clavicular. I think that's right.
It is just, because everybody wants to be a Giga Chad. That's the thing you want to be, is a Giga Chad. But I got sucked into that this morning.
Well, you'd have to. It's got Chad in the name.
Yeah, the Giga Chad. The Giga Chad, man. Tell you what, look at me. Look at my muscles. But it's easy to see if you're 15 and you have nobody that's really any kind of part of your life as a male, how easy it is to get sucked into something like this. Totally. And then we have to talk about the tragedy at my house. Ken, you'll be happy to hear this. My wife hid the peanut butter. My wife.
So
is
this your way of telling us you're getting divorced?
I went in this morning and I looked around and I said to her, I go in early. I was like, man, I'm hungry. My peanut butter was empty. My jar was like, oh, I should go get some. I'm hungry. I'm looking around. I'm like, I know we had peanut butter. And then she gave me the side eye when I asked her this morning. I don't know. So she's hidden the peanut butter on me. She's hidden the peanut butter. That's where we are.
Good for you, Steph. He's obviously got a problem.
I have to go on to Amazon now. I have it sent to my studio.
Check behind one of your air conditioning vents.
Oh, my Lord. It is. I am telling you right now, I was frustrated, brother, because I was hungry. I was starting to get hangry because it's all I eat in the morning. I only have 2 scoops of peanut butter, and that's from 2:30 in the morning till I get in here at like noon. And so that's why if you see me a little bit earlier, Bell, it's because I want to eat. Because I time my eating, come here, eat lunch, talk with Belle, get the show ready. And that's why I'm going to start showing up at 9:30 if she's hiding that damn peanut butter. Because that's all I eat.
I won't be here.
I know you won't be here. We're lucky you show up anyways.
You should look up interesting places to hide peanut butter.
Oh, she's so... I'm tearing up.
She's tricky.
She's
tricky, your
I don't
wife.
know where because I looked through the entire pantry. It isn't there. And I'm like, you really did hide it.
Yeah.
Now what I got to do is go and get Charlie will snitch if she knows where it's at. She won't. With her mother, she won't at all. If mom tells her a secret, not a word. If I say, Charlie's like, Dad, can I have a little bit of this? Yes, don't tell your mom. She'll take a bite of it. She'll go, Mom, Dad gave me something, told me not to tell you.
That's
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. She'll say, Dad, we'll get in trouble if you let me have a drink of this Diet Coke or whatever it is this late at night. I say, you can have one little drink or so, whatever it is. And I go, just don't tell your mom. And then the minute she does, she just walks over and she goes, yeah, Dad told me I shouldn't tell you, but he let me have a drink. I'm like, I can't believe this. Can't believe this.
Guess who's not getting the keys to the car on that dark, rainy night?
Yeah, she will. She's got me wrapped around her finger. You guys know how it is. That's it. And by the way, peanut butter, I'm just letting you guys know, it's just a couple bites a day. That's it. I'm California sober. I'm peanut butter sober.
Yeah, the bites are just the size of your fist.
No. I don't even take. I take a little tablespoon, not even a teaspoon. It's just 2 scoops, maybe 3 if I get up at 1.
I'm only shooting a little bit of heroin.
Yeah, that's right. So, but the whole thing is to do this, right? Because if you think about it, if I'm up at 2, by the time I get in here at noon or 11 or whatever, I've been up for 9 hours. If you get up at 5 or 6 in the morning, 9 hours later, you guys, it's afternoon. You've had your lunch. You've had breakfast and lunch. Yeah.
It's dinner time for you right now.
It is. It is. It absolutely is. I mean, Oprah back in the day would have been, that's primetime viewing. 2, 3 in the afternoon, but can't believe that. Oh, Hot Take Tuesday, baby. A lot of hot takes for us today. The manosphere, I'm telling you guys, if you've got kids, girls, boys, whatever it is, you got to hear this insanity because Justin Throw went deep, and these people are absolute douche canoes. And I knew they were bad, but these aren't even the good ones. But when you get inside, because like Andrew Tate and them, I always find them to be just, they're caricatures of what a man should be. They are. But the influence that they have that's the thing I was really taken back by. And also the fact that they tried to, if you guys know anything about Louis Theroux, he is pretty smart. He's a pretty smart cat. And they tried to jockey with him mind-wise. It didn't go well. It's one of those things where this isn't going to finish well here for you guys. You may be able to beat him up, but not with that brain you got there, especially with all the drugs you're taking. So we got that little hot take coming up. Remember your hot take today. Like every week, non-political, lots of fun. Doesn't matter what it is. We just don't do the politics on the hot take because we do enough politics and crap throughout the day. So let's have fun with that. We'll do that among other things straight ahead. Chad Ben Show, Super Talk 99.7.
TN.
Oh, kids, let me tell you something about Prize Picks. It's going right now. Take a shot with Prize Picks. I do. And Prize Picks is amazing. It's America's #1 sports pick app. And you're picking more or less based on projected stats. So it's this person here, whatever sport. It could be cricket. It could be football. I did some football the other day. And soccer for you guys. And let me tell you something. Thank you very much, Real Madrid and Kylian Mbappe, for helping me get across the finish line with a win. What is it? You're picking how many shots they may have, how many goals, how many hits. If it's Shohei Ohtani, is he going to get more than 1.5 hits in a game? If it's, Steph Curry, is he going to score more than 4.5 3-pointers in a game? You pick more, you pick less, and away you go. And the beauty of it is they have things like Taco Tuesday. They've got promo specials going on. They've got other things like stacks, so you can stack your lineups, right? So 2 up to 6. You also have injury reboots as well as early payouts, just to name a few things. And if you use my code Chad, which you should, and you play your first $5 lineup, boom, right there, $50 in lineup straight into your account, win or lose, guaranteed the first time. So download the Prize Picks app today. Make sure you use my code Chad to get $50 in lineups immediately when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Must be 21 in present Tennessee. For gambling problems, call 800-889-9789.
All right, drivers, looks like we still have that road work in Rutherford County. It's got the right two lanes blocked, 24 westbound between Almaville Road and Sam Ridley Parkway. President Trump has a new deadline for Iran. We'll tell you about that and more at 12:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Wow, another deadline. Went from a deadline to no deadline to a new deadline. Lots of deadlines going on over there, kids. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday every single Tuesday. We break it out like it's hot take, hot take, hot take Tuesday. Ooh, baby. We do it every single week. You guys know how hot takes work. Hot takes are simply your hot, your spicy take, your strong take, no politics. Can be about anything else, no politics. All right, we're going to go with Bell.
Camping is pretending to be homeless just for fun.
It's so true. God, that's true. Hey, you guys want to go somewhere where we can sleep outdoors?
Why? And have no toilet?
And have no toilet? Would you like to do that? Would you like to be able to shower somewhere you had to put a couple quarters in? It shoots you out 150 miles an hour. It burns you in certain areas. It's freezing at other times. Then you can slowly walk back to your camp and think, what the hell am I doing here?
You mean you boys don't like camping?
I like yurting.
Would you like to be hungry and it take a half hour just to get the ability to cook going?
That's right. That's right.
Yurting is good.
That's right.
Yurting is good.
Yurting. I like the yurting. That's camping.
Oh, man.
That
I
is
tell you what,
true.
We were campers when our kids were little. And, I mean, my son was an expert at it. Nothing fazed that boy. I believe I still have a video somewhere. He's almost 4 years old. He gets up from what he's doing, playing in the dirt, walks to where the roll of toilet paper is, picks it up, and goes off into the woods alone.
Nice.
And gets
3
eaten by a
years
bear.
old. Comes back, job done. I mean, that boy was made for it.
When I was a kid, I thought, camping, this is what you do. You get older, you're like, that's what poor people did for their vacations.
I went camping last weekend. Where? Under that bridge over there by the Cumberland.
You know, at least if you camp, if you're an urban camper, a.k.a. homeless, you're close to a 7-Eleven. So we used to do camping, and I loved it as a kid. And my wife just took the girls camping a couple months ago, and they had a great time, right? But it was a yurt. It was kind of camping, but it was kind of not super camping. But Charlie loved it, right? And so did, Dee Dee and everybody else. They loved it. But I tell you what, again, I enjoyed camping, and it's kind of like hiking, which is another one of those things. Hey, would you like to put a backpack on and then wander aimlessly through the woods and hope you don't get eaten by something so you can camp out at night somewhere? Oh, boy, that sounds like fun. Let's do that again. All right, Ken, what you got for us today?
Tourists at the crosswalk in Nashville.
Oh, Lord.
When the walk signal lights up, freaking walk. Those of us who live here, waiting to make a right turn, and our light's green, have to wait on you. We need to get to work.
Yes.
Or pick up our kids. Or get to the doctor. We're not impressed by your new pair of boots and shorts that barely cover your butt cheeks.
Absolutely.
Or let's just make it legal to run them over.
On Sunday, we went and we ran some errands, and I looked at my wife. This lady walks by, this girl, like her butt's sticking out, right? She's got, it's 110 degrees, right? She got cowboy. I'm like, she's committed, right? She's got the fringe on. How hot do you think those boots are?
Exactly.
Right? How hot do you think those boots are? So hot. Just so, I'm just like, wow.
I bet you her feet stink.
Oh, so gross. Like you're camping. That's what you're doing tonight. Your ass is camping. All right. And mostly for older folks, okay, or German tourists, this is for you. Tevas and socks, any kind of sandals and socks. That's not real. That's not good. That's bad. That's a bad look. Do not wear it this weekend. Ken, honestly, I saw 40 people walking down Broadway.
Yeah.
Socks and sandals. Nobody from wherever you came from has ever told you, it's not a good look, Jim.
You're wearing that, you deserve to be made fun of.
I saw a guy who he's got shorts on, right? But they're jean shorts, right? Like it's like those progressive commercials with that guy telling you not to be your father. Jean shorts, he's got socks on and like what looks to be Tevas or Birkenstocks, and he's got his golf shirt tucked into his pants with a belt and a phone clip. I just wanted to run him over. I thought it'd be better for everybody.
He had a phone.
Sounds like the late 80s to me.
You cannot wear, I don't care how cold it is. The only time you're allowed to wear socks and sandals is if you're an athlete, you're a pro athlete, and you've played a game, and you take your boots off and you just put your feet inside those because you had to walk somewhere. That's it. Otherwise, no. Socks and sandals are no, no, no.
No, sir.
Good God. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm going to start calling them out on the streets.
I agree.
I'm going to start honking my horn and say, what are you doing? That's it. It's like people who wear suspenders and a belt. What's going on that you need both of those?
Tourists, just send your money and stay home.
I like the phone clip.
The phone clip is just, and I think they only come with jean shorts.
Yeah.
Do you have this in the jean shorts? Would you like a phone? Of course I'd like a phone clip. I'm getting jean shorts, aren't I? What about Crocs and socks? No, again, no. You cannot wear Crocs and socks. If you're a doctor, okay. If you're a nurse. But my God, just stop it. And again, I'm always flabbergasted. Like, nobody told you this? Nobody. It's like girls who come here. You would never wear that at home, and Ken's like, your ass is sticking out, and you're in cowboy boots. You wouldn't wear that at home.
Exactly, man. And if you're on those party barges,
oh Lord,
and you're bending over and you're twerking, just know that people are recording that, and even though you go home, it's out there for the world to see.
It is out there for the world to see. Hey Jenny, I saw you're kind of a hoe out there in Nashville. Just want to let you guys know that. Oh, Jenny. All right, coming up, the manosphere. You guys have to see this documentary. It is insane. If you've got kids, girls or boys, young, grandkids, whatever it is, you need to pay attention to this because it's, first of all, insane, and secondly, super sad as well. A bunch of other stuff on the way. Ken's News, and we're going to find out what that new deadline is with Iran. Chad Bencho, Super Talk 997.
I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. Operation Epic Fury. So President Trump backing off his deadline for the opening of the Strait of Hormuz, or Iran's key electrical bases and facilities will be bombed. Now he's giving them until Friday to make a deal to end the war. And a senior Israeli official has told ABC News that U.S. officials have made contact with one Iranian official, but no details about negotiations have been shared. This is maritime traffic through the Strait of Hormuz has all but stopped, and oil and gas prices keep going up. We get more from ABC's Tom Sufi Burridge.
I asked him about, Iran's capabilities. Yes, the Israeli official said they've been diminished, but he described Iran as still an active, dangerous regional actor. And I asked him about Iran's ability now to still threaten the Strait of Hormuz in military terms, and he said, well, look, we have to presume that Iran has planted naval mines in the water through the Strait of Hormuz. And he said, look, detecting those mines, he said, is incredibly hard.
So Tom says that a senior Israeli military official is saying that the figure within the Iranian regime who the Trump administration is in contact with is the Speaker of the Iranian parliament. He is a former member of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. Here in Middle Tennessee, two Democratic lawmakers pushing for a gas and diesel tax holiday. Nashville State Reps John Ray Clement and Bo Mitchell say the governor's budget proposal leaves out what they call meaningful relief for drivers. They argue suspending fuel taxes would help families and businesses facing sharply rising gas prices. Gasoline in Tennessee's climbed nearly $1 per gallon in the past month. It's over $1 more in Middle Tennessee in the past month. And chances are good you know someone who's looking for a job. Chances are also good they're becoming increasingly frustrated. Here's ABC's Sherry Preston.
Less than a third of American workers think right now is a good time to find a job, and it's especially bleak for college grads. In fact, they haven't been this down on the job market since 2013. The results come as government data shows overall hiring is at its weakest level in more than a decade and holds true with what economists call the low hire, low fire job market. Businesses largely holding on to who they've got, but not opening up opportunities to those looking for work. Sherry Preston, ABC News.
That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
This report is sponsored.
Begins today. I'm WSMV4 First Alert meteorologist Melanie Layden. High temperatures back in the upper 60s this afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds. Overnight lows falling down to around 50. Tomorrow, we're back in the mid 70s. Upper 80s on Thursday, and that could even tie a record high temperature. The warm-up comes to an end on Friday as our next cold front moves through, bringing us some cooler air and rain.
When something goes wrong in your home, what do you need? The Busy Bee Plumbing and Heating and Cooling, guys and gals. Come on out. Make sure that you've got everything taken care of. They show up fast, they fix it right, and they treat you like family. They're trusted pros. Now, right now, they got great opportunities for you to get some amazing things. Like, first thing, if you go and purchase a 16-seater, high-efficiency HVAC system, or maybe you're like, I need a whole home repipe, which many of us could probably use. What are you going to do? Well, you go with them. They're going to make sure that you're also kitted out with a new Yeti Tundra 45 cooler, absolutely free. It's this month only, that Yeti cooler. Top of that, they've got tons of rebates, TVA rebates. So that's for tune-ups, unit replacements. Now, here's a great thing. They're going to do all the paperwork, so you don't have to do a thing. Because let's be real, that is annoying, the paperwork, and it's just frustrating, and you usually don't do it. So if you want more savings, you can also join the Beehive Club. Your membership is going to get you so many things. First, priority scheduling, always a win. Discounted repairs, free annual HVAC and plumbing checkups, extended warranties, and so much more. That's that peace of mind you want, and they give it to you with Busy Bee. So call them today, 615-775-7833, 615-775-7833. Check them out online at busybeehvac.com. This Friday, our good friend Matt and myself are going to be out. Why don't you come hang out with us, okay? It is at Scoreboard Opry on Friday. That's this week, 27th. We're going to be out there. I'm going to be out there from noon till 3. Matt then takes over, right? So we're going to be out there all day. Come hang out with us. Enjoy food, right? Budweiser specials, all these amazing things. You can have a chance to win prizes. Why? Because of March Madness bracket madness going on. And you want to be a part of it. So we're going to be there all day. If you want to know more about this, hopefully Ken's going to come. Visit 997WTN.com/events. You better be there, Ken.
Not going to be able to do that this time, boys.
All right, then I'm not going. We're going to send you out there. So let you guys go.
Hey, this is your opportunity to sneak some peanut butter, brother.
No. You know who's going to be there all day, though? Jackson. Jackson tells me, this is one of my local hangs out. I go there a lot. I'm like, oh, good. He's like, I'm like Norm from Cheers. I'm like, okay.
Dead?
Huh?
Dead?
Keeps heading that way. Guys, Justin Thoreau did the Manosphere, Inside the Manosphere. It's a new documentary, okay? For a lot of people out there, if you have Reels or if you have TikTok, you might recognize him more like this.
My money don't jiggle, jiggle. It folds. I like to see you wiggle, wiggle. For sure. Make you wanna
So he did
dribble.
this funny rap, and it became like a big kind of funny hit. And then all the kids started doing a dance, including Shakira. Shakira. Oh, it's so good. But he's done this new Manosphere thing. If you don't know what the Manosphere is, it is basically a bunch of douchebags, like the Tate brothers, whose entire persona in life is built on, you're not man enough. You need to be more man. Your looks are the only thing that matters. You need to be an alpha dog. Alpha dog. And women are there for breeding and bacon. It's kind of it. So he follows these guys around. And like I said today, I woke up and this was going to be, I was looking at this yesterday. I was like, oh, cool. I can't wait to see this. And I didn't know that it was out already on Netflix. So I said, I've got to watch it. Of course, that took up a lot of my morning. I was just fascinated, though, by these guys. And these guys are, so the one guy we're talking to here, his name is H.S. Tiki Taki.
Most people would know you as a content creator. What would you say is the message?
I coach boys how to be boys, how to make money, how to be outside the system, how to not have a boss telling you what to do. I teach guys to be proper guys, not these little soy boys, gimps that walk around in the modern day.
Would you see me that way?
I'm not sure. I'd have to see what your skills are.
Did you look at my arms?
Well, I just sort of checked your stature out.
Did you?
Yeah.
Go on.
The stature's not saying too much.
So he's standing there, right? And he had to go to Marbella in Spain because this 23-year-old kid who's, it's always about what kind of cars you have, how many girls you have. And he's got these hanger-ons that have flown out there to basically spend time with this guy who's 23, and he's a total, ain't going to be a wanker. I mean, it's what he is. It's all fake and plastic. But these are the ones teaching the youth of America and the world right now. And it is so, he live streams sometimes 10 hours a day. And I'm fascinated by that. But then you see all these kids come up to him when they're out and about. These 15-year-old kids who all come up, they all want to get pictures. Oh my God, it's HS Tiki-Taki. And they all want to get pictures with him, and they all want to get this. I was sitting there and I'm going, there's a reason for this, right? And you know what the reason is? It's the same reason that guys are easily picked off for gangs. They don't have a father figure. They've got nobody to give them anything that is going to help boost their confidence and whatnot. And these guys head over to these guys. And they buy the dumbest thing off these guys. Yeah, for $50, you could say hi to me. I mean, it's a good gig if you can get it.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, I'm serious, man.
And people pay that?
Yeah. He'll give you a shout out on his live stream.
Wow.
He's making $1,000 an hour on his live stream. Is that insane?
Good grief.
And
I didn't realize being a douche paid so well.
I didn't either. And none of these guys, by the way, outside of one of them, own anything with sleeves, right? Because apparently that is also prerequisite for super douche.
Got to hit the gym every day.
All the gym. And it's all fake, too. Like, all of it's fake. They're so roided up.
Yeah.
They're so roided up. And it is fascinating to watch because they're very open in this thing about, I'm not doing it for anything other than, I'm here for the money. That's it.
At least they're
somewhat honest.
Yeah.
It is, but then it's the women, too. So one of the big ones is in this. I was showing Belle this. So Myron Gaines, who's pretty popular even amongst you guys, if you see any of the relationship stuff, and he's kind of a MAGA guy and all these kind of things. He's got a big podcast, and his girlfriend's name is Angie, and so she's in this for about 5 minutes, and Myron, he's talking about, hey man, she's monogamous. I'm not, because I can do whatever I want. I could do these things, and and I might even have 2 or 3 wives in the future, and blah, 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 blah. So Angie's standing there and goes, hey, can I talk to you? And she comes over and he goes, so what do you think about, that he can go out and do whatever he wants to all these chicks and whatnot? And the look on her face was, like she'd never heard that before. And it was fascinating because lo and behold, they've now since broken up because apparently you're not she didn't like that. She didn't like the fact that you could have 500 girlfriends and she had to stay at home and make you stuff. It is crazy. And he makes so much money on his pod. He does a podcast where, it's all manosphere stuff. And then he brings on a bunch of girls after that podcast for another podcast and they get girls off the street that want to come on it, because they're interested in fame because they're just as vapid as these guys. Yeah. And they're also idiots. Like the first thing they ask these girls is name 3 countries. The first girl goes, she said something like Canada, and then the second country was Barcelona. And you're like, oh my God. Right? And it's so funny though, but the sad thing is there's so many of these young kids out there because there's a power vacuum. We've devalued dads. We've devalued masculinity. We've made it seem any masculinity, looking at you, Kylie, is toxic, right? Any masculinity is toxic. And so these guys go overboard and they get red-pilled or they're black-pilled because their whole worth is how they look and how much money they make. That's their entire worth. And that's the only thing that any of these other people should care about. And you've got these people that follow them around and will film them all day as like interns. And he'll insult them. And they're like, oh, no, this is good. I'm glad he's insulting me. I need this. And I'm like, oh, because I don't have this at home. But when they talk to some of the young men, none of these guys have any father figures in their life. None of them. None, including,
that makes sense, man.
Yeah, including, the HS, douchebag or whatever his name is, Tiki-Taki. He is, it's like, my dad's a loser and he left me and I don't really care and I'm a tough guy. And I'm like, oh. But it is all about machismo through the roof. All of it. Clavicular's the same way. That guy. Have you ever seen that guy?
Mm-mm.
He is, these are the guys that go, are you mogging, bro? Are you mogging me? Are you looks maxing me? Where they're trying to get as big as possible and chisel their faces because they want to have the perfect look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I just laugh and I'm like, that's how you get a woman. And then there's a bunch of comedians go, or you could just be really funny. Let me tell you what's easier. Being funny is easier than doing a sit-up.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord. But the way that they treat the women, too. Sanders like, and these guys are MAGA? I highly doubt it. No, they are. That's part of the manosphere. The Andrew Tates, right? Remember when Andrew Tate, his brother, came back over here? If you guys don't know who the Tate brothers are, because the whole thing is about being macho and strong, and that's what MAGA represents, and not these guys. These guys are clowns. But I tell my son this all the time. All of it's fake. None of this is real. I said, these fake, they don't even have planes, for God's sake. There are places that you can go, and they do. Are you ready for this? They rent the planes by the hour. So you go in and take pictures, and you act like you're doing a live on a plane, and you're not actually going anywhere. Just sit on the runway. Because that's how they want you to think that their lifestyle is 24/7 making money. While you're working hard, at Arby's or wherever, I'm making $50,000 a second. And I'm lifting weights. And I got 400 beautiful girlfriends. I'm like, nice try, guys. You know who was the king of that? Tom Vu. You remember him?
No.
You remember Tom Vu?
No.
The guy that came from Vietnam was a dishwasher, and then he sold his real estate course, and he said, these girls don't like me for my looks, they love me for my money.
Is that one of those late night infomercials?
Yeah, Tom Vu. It was the greatest thing of all. He looks like Kim Jong, the comedian. Yeah. He looks like him, and he's standing there on a giant yacht with all these beautiful women in bikinis. And they love me for my money. Yeah. Oh, it's just sad. It's just sad to watch. So be prepared, people.
But good for him, man.
Oh, yeah. Tom was the best.
He made it.
Oh, he did. And he tells a story about how he, American investor, that's what it is. Tom Vu. You don't love me for my looks. They love me for my money. All those infomercials.
And he's all right with it.
He was. He did all these things. He's get rich. He's selling stuff. It was fantastic. Good for Tom. But there was probably all a scam like anything else. Yeah. So, although he did, he was a big poker player. I know he got he got close to winning the World Series of Poker a few times too.
Well, I'll be.
Better, by the way, you know what he didn't do? A crunch.
Didn't do any push-ups.
No. That's just it. We're going to start something here. It's not the manosphere. It's just the sphere. It's the average sphere. It's average is okay, guys. It's okay. Thumbs up.
The sphere.
I'm going to start doing that. You guys don't even understand. I'm going to go do something. What are you going to do? Go lift weights for 8 hours? What are you going to do? Nothing. I'm going to read a book, maybe watch some TV.
Eat some peanut butter.
That's right. Scroll. Write some jokes about what a douche you are.
Dude, I can't wait till you find where your wife hid that peanut
I can't
butter.
either. I told her. It's coming. I'm going to have to teach one of the dogs. Go, find it, find it. like they're one of those dogs that can find bombs. Our dogs couldn't find any of that stuff. They're just useless. But still, we're going to try. We're going to try our hardest. All right, coming up, TSA, the nightmare is going on. And plus, maybe the headline of the year. It's already happened. We'll talk about that as well. Chad Bench, Super Talk 997.
Streaming on the Super Talk 99.7 WTN app.
Bulwark Capital on the 2nd of April. They're having a big webinar. It's absolutely free for you. It's cutting through the market noise, and it takes about 45 minutes. You can find out everything when it comes to how they handle their investing and their retirements for their clients. It is awesome to get a feel of what it is they do. First of all, risk management, lower risk, lower cost, lower volatility. Second thing, and this is important, how through, the values of the fundamentals of the way they look at things and how they invest, it's just so much different than everybody else. Where they look, rather than just stick you in a few, small things here and there and buy just the usual. We're going to buy this stock, that stock, and we'll just let it sit forever. It's not what they do. It's about growth because you work hard for that money. So why not figure out how to protect it and give yourself the most upside potential? It is happening on the 2nd of April, 5:30 RT time. It is called Cutting Through the Market Noise with our friends at Bulwark Capital Management. Sign up today at knowyourriskpodcast.com, KNOW, yourriskpodcast.com, or check them out online at Bulwark Capital Management. Investment advisory service offered through Trick Financial LLC and SEC registered investment advisor. Invest involved risk, not a guarantee. Past performance, not guaranteed future results. Trick 2648.
All right, drivers in Rutherford County still got some road work that has the right 2 lanes of 24 westbound blocked right before Sam Ridley Parkway. President Trump giving Iran a new deadline. A couple of Nashville Democrat state lawmakers want a gas or fuel tax holiday. And members of Congress may have to endure the long airport lines now. That's all coming up at 1 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
A couple out to the right. Can Dayton Weber take advantage here? Bag 2 is going to be good. He's up 4 points in the round after 2 bags from each.
Oh, that right there on the Ocho. Cornhole.
The big cornhole tournament.
Talking about Dayton Weber. You don't know who he is. Dayton Weber has no arms, no legs.
What?
And was arrested yesterday for murder.
What?
Yeah. Shot his passenger. I'm not lying. It's the greatest headline of all. It says this: quadruple amputee professional cornhole player charged with murder after alleged roadside killing. He got into an argument, shot a passenger twice in the head, then asked the people in the back if they would help him dispose of the body, of which they got out of the car and said no. He drove off and somehow dragged the body onto somebody's lawn.
Goodness.
Now, normally you think, where exactly in Florida was this? No, it wasn't. It was Maryland. And he has been charged with murder. They found him in a hospital. No. I mean, my first question would have been, was there a foot pursuit?
Well, you're leaving out a big element of the story. He's cornhole champion.
Yeah, he's not. He's a cornhole champion. I mean, not anymore, he isn't.
How'd he pull the trigger?
He is on YouTube and stuff. He's got himself shooting all of these guns with his little hands or whatever that he has. I don't even want to say. I mean, this.
Prosthetics.
Yeah, but he was driving too. So not only was he was driving and shot somebody with no arms and legs.
And then dragged the body.
Then dragged the body out.
Goodness.
Yeah, boy.
Don't tell me you can't pull yourself up by your own bootstraps.
That's right. When you think you have it hard, think about this guy. Think about what it's going to be like in prison for him. He's literally going to be handed around. Hour number 2, straight ahead. Chad Benson Show.
One o'clock on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast in 5 minutes. Operation Epic Fury. President Trump, while backing off bombing Iran's key electrical facilities for not reopening the Strait of Hormuz by last night, is giving Iran until Friday to make a deal to end the war. Meanwhile, in Israel, Tom Sufi Burridge says Iranian missiles have breached the Iron Dome defense system.
It's a multi-tiered system. I think it shows the pressure that the system overall is under. The fact that, yes, 2 ballistic missiles got through air defenses and there were direct strikes on 2 occasions over the weekend. I mean, exactly why that is unclear. The IDF haven't commented on that apart from saying that they're going to investigate that.
And Tom says a senior Israeli official says the figure within the Iranian regime who the Trump administration is in contact with is the Speaker of the Iranian Parliament. Here in Tennessee, Nashville Democrat State Reps John Ray Clemens and Bo Mitchell calling for a fuel tax holiday to be added to Governor Lee's 2026-27 budget. They say the state should give drivers a break as gas prices continue to spike. AAA says Tennessee's overall average is now around $3.55 a gallon, well above early March levels. And members of Congress may have to endure airport hassles like the rest of us through the current Department of Homeland Security shutdown if they're flying Delta Airlines, says ABC News national correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
Delta Airlines says it will temporarily suspend the special services it provides to members of Congress, such as escorts through airport terminals. Delta says taking care of its own people and its customers has become increasingly difficult in the current environment. Prior to this current shutdown, the TSA has offered members of Congress the courtesy of skipping security lines, but a bill to end that practice passed unanimously in the Senate last week. It would also have to clear the House before ending up on the president's desk.
Now, the conversation now taking place among Republicans has them talking about funding every component of the Department of Homeland Security except ICE. After that, the GOP-led Congress could move to a reconciliation package, which Democrats in the Senate could not block by themselves, that would fund ICE. and possibly add in the voter ID and citizenship requirements that President Trump has insisted on. A new Lyme disease vaccine is in the works. Pfizer announcing this week it plans to submit it to regulators, although it's unclear when the vaccine could get approved by the FDA. We get more from ABC News Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Tara Narula.
It's really centered mostly in the Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic states, the North Central states in spring through falls when we see Lyme disease. And there is no vaccine to date. So this vaccine is an experimental vaccine that was tested in a study in individuals ages 5 and up. And they did report a 70% effectiveness of the vaccine and no safety concerning signals.
And right now in Tennessee, election 2026, Senator Marsha Blackburn far ahead in the race for the Republican nomination for governor, according to a new Signal poll. Blackburn sits at 58% support, well above Congressman John Rose at 7% and State Rep Monty Fritz further back. About 30% of voters remain undecided. That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
Bringing us some cooler air and rain.
Getting you through the lunch hour and into the second half of your day.
It's the Chad Benson Show
On Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
What is up? Happy Tuesday. Portion of the program is brought to you by NCA, National Certified Alarms, no long-term contracts, license number 645. So I was just on to see how long the wait is at Atlanta, the airport.
4 hours.
It says on their site, due to current federal conditions, passengers are advised to at least 4 hours or more for domestic and international screenings.
And even then, it might not be enough.
Even then. And then if you go to, is it Houston, 2 hours and 70 minutes. I mean,
that's
270 minutes just to get in.
What do you mean? Get in the building?
It through the TSA. Not even to get go get yourself checked, and then it's 2 hours and 70 minutes just to get through.
So,
270.
So that's about 4 hours.
About 4 hours, give or take.
Yeah.
But even then, they say, it says good luck. Good luck to you guys. We wish you all the best. Have fun.
You know what'll fix that?
More government?
Some more government.
Yeah. ICE.
So, any lawmakers out there, any members of Congress that usually fly Delta that get special treatment to go to the front, of the lines?
Yeah. No for you.
Wonder if, any media will be watching to see if they use their taxpayer dollars to charter a flight.
Oh.
To get by that.
That's expensive.
Yeah.
Chartering
on
a
the
flight?
taxpayer dime.
On the taxpayer dime. Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
I would not do that either. Don't do it, guys.
Wouldn't be a
even
good
if you can.
look.
Even if, and by the way, not only don't do it, if you get caught, it's going to be just like Ted Cruz, right? You get caught, not even doing that. One of your big donors says, hey, we'll pick you up. Don't worry about it. Oh, no, baby. It's going to be all over the place, and we're going to shame you. Shame. Shame.
Shame.
Shame, shame, shame. You should have known better.
So true. So absolutely true. 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. And then they're like, you should take odd flights. Like what time? What time's odd that you're going to be able to get on? Because everybody's thinking the same thing. We'll just fly at 1.
We'll just go
in the morning.
We'll just go in the middle of the night.
Yeah. I mean, you may.
And that's what you're right. That's what everybody's thinking.
But they make it seem like you get to be the one in control. Hey, pilot, is there any way we can just fly at 1? I can't get through. Which has to be, I mean, when I saw Atlanta yesterday, I thought it is the line snaked all over, up and down the stairs, outside. People, you were talking to people, they've been waiting 2 hours in line just to get into the building. And think about, Friday is the day that everybody thinks that it's because that's when families should be heading out for vacation. That's when a vast majority of the college kids are either going or coming back from their spring break. And so it's going to be a massive boom. Oh, but when you go and it tells you 4, where do you have to go? Where would you go? Honestly, if you showed up somewhere and you thought, I'm not waiting 4 or 5 hours to get in to take a flight. It's not worth it. Sorry. No. I'm going to do a high. No. Sorry, kids. Blame the government, which is a good thing to blame because this one's on them. And I know they've got some sort of new proposal, which is, and this all has to do with voter ID. Did you see Trump yesterday said we should pass the voter ID for Jesus?
What?
You didn't hear that?
No.
Oh, yeah. The Save America Act, you should do it for Jesus. I can't even, like, what do you say at this point in time? Who's that for?
What did he say that?
Yeah,
at,
Trump
man?
urges GOP to skip Easter recess for Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what he told everybody. You don't have to take a fast vote. Don't worry about Easter going home. In fact, make this one for Jesus, is what he said. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. Jesus really wants you to have voter ID. Who? What?
Oh, my goodness.
I can't anymore. That's what I would say. I can't. Here's a quick fix. Get rid of TSA. And you know what's funny? I think yesterday, was it, who's the little guy in Florida that wants to be president?
Little fella.
DeSantis.
Oh, Ron DeSantis.
Yeah. He said he's thinking about running for president again because that's pretty much what else you can do at this point. But I think he said he'd want to get rid of the TSA. And I'm like, oh, that's a win for me. You got my vote right there on that.
Get a lot of votes.
Yeah. Hey, Chad, if I lived in the ATL flying Delta, I'd drive to Chattanooga. No TSA. Yeah, that's what people are going to start to do. They're just going to start driving from to smaller airports, but then you're running into the same thing. That's the other thing. You're running into the exact same thing. You're running over to a small, like you're going from, if you were going to leave from here, B&A is not too bad, but if you were leaving and you can't do it here, I'll try to get over to Knoxville or Chattanooga, wherever you think you can. Everybody else has that same idea. And if you've already bought your ticket, it's not like you could just run over with a ticket and go, hey, I want to get on a plane over here. I got a ticket for the other airport, but I couldn't get into the airport.
It's kind of like whenever GPS reroutes you because of a crash somewhere, it's rerouting everybody to the same location.
Yes. Yeah.
You're going to be in a backup either way.
Exactly. You're damned if you do and damned if you don't. Here's the thing. It ain't getting fixed. And they're calling in mass now. And it's where they call in that is the issue. Because if it's a small airport and there's 12 TSA people and only 10 show up, it's a tiny airport. If it's Atlanta or Charlotte or Houston and 40% don't show up, oh, that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare right there. So do it for Jesus, guys. Do you think some people just go, what?
I don't know.
Like, is that working on anybody? Do it for Jesus. Oh, goodness me. That is just, that, as they would say back in the day, that's rich of him, isn't it? Yeah, see? By the way, all your jokes about the little guy who had no arms or legs and shot and killed that person, duly appreciated. Including, was it actually, some people say, was it an armed robbery?
Stop, man.
I'm like, guys, stop that. They caught him red-handed. So awful. Just the thought of it. The thought that he has no arms or legs and he shot a guy twice. First of all, my first thing that came to mind is he drives.
Well, did he ask the two people in the car with him, help me hide the body?
Yeah, you want to help me commit a crime? No, we don't.
No, we don't.
No.
See you later, dude.
I know. I mean, it is just, that is insane. That is absolutely crazy. How did we get here? I mean, honestly, how did we get in this weird position where we have this? It's like this happens in America. You hear once in a while, you hear crazy things in Germany and rural Russia, but it just seems to be just insane.
I'd say we got to this point with this fella through medical technological advancement.
Yes. Yes. And he didn't want to give up. That's what he said in his life. So apparently he got sick and he went in and got an infection when he was a kid. And it became, sepsis or whatever. And they ended up having to take both. So everything was normal. It wasn't like he was born like this. And, but he learned to adapt. And then he learned to kill.
Goodness.
Nobody saw him coming.
No.
Somebody said, didn't the news say the wait times are better today? No, they're not. In some areas, it's a little bit better. But in the areas that matter, and remember, when you see something like Atlanta, you're like, well, that's no big deal. Well, it is when you consider how many hubs are there and people are changing planes and those planes are flying off to other places. And that's the issue because as the domino effect is happening. And I wonder if they're waiting, are you waiting for passengers? You have to know, right, that there's half your plane can't get through TSA. Oh. So, just insane. Chad, Jesus loves the TSA. And, Chad, in all fairness, Jesus did approve the SAVE Act. I don't think they did. Oh, my God. Stop with the little guy jokes. Oh, my. You know what, though?
Little guy joke.
Just a little guy. Just crazy. And then we got the war going on, which is... So when did Trump say that would... Is it Friday?
Yeah, Friday, he's given Iran until Friday to make a deal to end the war, but I don't think he has said what is going to happen if they don't.
Well, I know what's going to happen. I think we all know what's going to happen. Now that they've got the Marines there, Lindsey Graham's dream of them taking Karg Island like Iwo Jima, and it seems to be the thing that they think is going to happen. What do you think is going to happen if you go and you take Karg Island and they decide, screw it, we're just going to blow up that island ourselves. And we're going to kill a bunch of your people and we're going to blow up all of our oil refineries because we don't care because we're going to have to rebuild them anyways. And, it's just, but Friday, everybody's like, well, why Friday? Perfect time. The market's closed. It's not going to happen until after the market's closed. Trump came out yesterday and did what he did prior to the market's opening to try to slow down the oil going the other way and the stock market struggling. It worked for a half a day when everybody realized, I don't think he's telling the whole story on this. And the other side of it is Iran is not giving up because their thought is during the 12-day war, we backed out way too early. They don't have enough. They can't keep it up forever, and all we have to do is survive. So we're going to turn this into an economic war, and we're going to drain you of support back in your home. And today, as you were talking about, man, that stuff's getting through in Israel. They're running out of stuff. And they've got to be, I mean, think about living in Israel. Since October 7th, you've been on a war footing. And how many sirens can you hear a day?
Yeah, let's see. That was October 7th of 2023, correct?
Yeah.
We're going on 3 years.
Yes. And, you know, and now, you know, you're in a position where how exhausted must you be, your population on a daily basis? You know, you already had stuff with Hamas firing over little rockets here and there, but you've had loss of lives even through the war in Gaza. You've had other, you know, shellings through Hamas and you know, the Houthis and the, you know, all the, and now you're in a position where you're getting stuff that's coming through and landing now. And you're running out of stuff. So this is, it sounds weird to say, and I said it the other day, well, they got a lot of the card. Well, they don't have all the cards. Yeah, the cards are, all they have to do is survive. That's it. Survive and continue to make life a living hell through any ship that wants to move through there that could benefit us or one of our allies. And that's it. I mean, that's all they have to do. I mean, it's much easier to play defense than offense. And we can shell them till there's nothing left, but that isn't going to, because at some point in time, the rest of the Muslim world's going to go, all right, this is a little bit too much. Outside of Saudi Arabia, who apparently really wants us to continue to go. Oh, my Lord. Oh, the little guy. See, they're going after the little guy again. Can you believe that? They found him in a hospital. That's where they said they arrested him.
What had happened to him?
I don't know. Well, probably he's tired from dragging that body out of that damn car. Okay, I'm going to say this. Go just look at him playing football when he was a kid, and he's just bouncing around. It's like a jelly bean bouncing around, trying to tackle the other guys.
I guarantee you after he lands in prison, he ends up running the place. He'll run one of the gangs.
Dude, what was that movie? Freaks. Remember Freaks?
Yes.
That from way back, what was that guy's? Jabba, 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 jabba. And they had that one guy with no arms and legs, and he was like moving towards it. First thing that Belle says to me today. So I watched this movie. With what was the guy's name? Dirk
Benedict.
Dirk Benedict. It was called.
Yes, it's just 7 S's. That was the title.
Oh yeah, did that have Strother Martin in it?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh
yes. I've got that on DVD.
And there's a guy in there with no arms and legs, and he was part of the experiment that didn't go right.
Yeah, he got turned into a half snake.
Yes.
But the little guy was actually he was born with those birth defects. He got married, he had kids, and he could shave himself. He could do all this stuff, and he had no arms and legs.
Yeah.
He could probably shoot somebody if he needed.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's incredible, right? I mean, absolutely 100% incredible that this guy lived this life. And he was a champion cornhole player. And if you've never seen him, he takes it between what's left of his arms, and he flings it, and he flings his whole body, too. He's like, he actually just throws himself into the cornhole thing, slides up into the thing, goes in. It's awful. Stop.
Just remember, he's innocent till proven guilty.
Nah, I think this one's pretty much it. What's he going to do, sue us?
Yeah, probably.
There's too many witnesses on this one. Come and get us, you guys. All right, coming up, it's on Tuesdays, the Jeff Hitch Show, Super Talk 99.7.
WTN.
Relief Factors, awesome. Take it every single day. It's got this incredible stuff in it that's naturally formulated that helps you with inflammation when it comes to your muscles, right, and your action pains in your joints. And if you want to work out harder, if you want to do more, if you're putting more effort into all kinds of things when it comes to life, guess what happens? You get a little bit older, a little bit sore. This is going to help you with that. It's going to make it 3 fatty acids, resveratrol. It's all naturally formulated. It's got black pepper extract, which helps your body absorb it more. Therefore, you're getting more of the product, which is awesome. I'm working out more. I'm feeling better. And the reason is because I can go longer. I can run up and down stairs and do it in a major way where I don't feel it in my legs and thighs and joints anymore because I'm recovering so much better with Relief Factor. If this is you, I want you to try Relief Factor right now. Less than $20, 3-week quick start. Get out of pain and get to live in a better life with Relief Factor. Go to ReliefFactor.com. That's ReliefFactor.com. Or call 800-4-RELIEF. 800, the number 4-RELIEF for Relief Factor.
All right, drivers, still got the road work in Rutherford County. It has the right 2 lanes at 24 westbound shut down right there at Sam Ridley Parkway. That's exit to 66. Then we got a crash, 65 southbound there at Trinity Lane, just north of downtown. An Operation Epic Fury update. President Trump has a new deadline for Iran. We'll tell you about that coming up at 1:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
We're only allowed to fight on the weekends when the stock market's not open. It's the new thing. And do it for Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends of all ages, Hot Take Tuesday. We do it every single week. Remember, your hot take has to be non-political. Hot take, hot take, hot take Tuesday. Oh, baby, hot taking Tuesday it is. We're going to start with the young Ken.
Tourists at the crosswalk. When the walk signal lights up, freaking walk. Those of us who live here waiting to make a right turn because our light is green, need to get to work or pick up kids or go to the doctor. We're not impressed by your new pair of boots and shorts that don't cover your butt cheeks.
Yeah.
Get out of the way.
And some of you ladies out there, not you guys listening, I'm sure all of you are beautiful. But some of the ladies we see out there, let's just say no shorts would ever cover those butt cheeks. They squeeze their cankles into those giant boots. Things are sweating. You couldn't believe. Oh, you know who you are. You people. Oh, don't do it. It's just, cankles. I don't even know where a calf ends and her foot begins.
Wasn't that a Family Guy joke?
No, but it should be.
No, it was. It was Clinton did it when he had fat women in his limo.
Oh, did he? That's so awesome. I love that.
By the way,
Yeah.
nobody in Nashville wears boots and shorts pulled up in their cracks.
No.
I very rarely see anybody wearing boots.
You know who wears
but
boots?
Tourists.
People who live in Texas, and they wear cowboy hats too because they're cowboys. You know who wears boots here? People who work on farms that aren't going to Broadway.
Right.
Okay? So I don't know who you think you're going to impress, but no, don't do it anymore. Okay? Stop it. And you're annoying Ken. Belle, what do you have for us?
Camping is simply pretending to be homeless for fun.
You ever drive by this peak and you're out there and you're like, hey, guys, we're going to go sleep in a tent too. But we're going to fish and have fun. And then we're going to go back to our house. So, sucks for you. So it's camping is homeless for fun. It's homeless by choice, but just for a weekend.
Just for a weekend.
Just for a weekend. That's it. No more than that. Just for a weekend.
And then you go home with low back pain.
Oh yeah,
Because you slept wrong.
And then you get home and you're so thankful for indoor plumbing.
Oh God, yes. Oh, and a shower.
Yeah, that was the only drawback from camping. I did not like that part of it. But, you know, it doesn't last that long. You get back to your camping.
People are saying they see people wearing boots all over the place.
I don't.
No, they
I never
don't.
see anybody wearing cowboy boots.
Never.
I see tourists wearing cowboy boots.
That's what it is. Right? You know, they get off the plane. Man, if I was here at B&A, I'd put a cowboy boot place right in B&A.
Yeah. Now, in Oklahoma, where I grew up, you got it. About 1 in 2 people were wearing cowboy boots, but that's because they were actually cowboys.
Yeah, they were getting on horses and stuff.
I think there is a boot place in B&A.
Is there like a boot barn or something?
Something like that.
Something like that. What's the big boot company? Tony Lamas or what? I don't even know who the hell. I don't make. You're lucky I wear tennis shoes. All right, so somebody settle down.
That's all I wear.
Yeah. Speaking of shoes, all right, I'm going to say this to you. Another thing that you might see on Broadway every once in a while as you're driving down is you'll do a double take and you'll say, "Oh my God, is that man wearing socks and sandals with his white legs?" And the socks, by the way, are pulled all the way up to his knees. Jean shorts, shirt tucked in, and is that what I think it is? Yes, that is a phone clip on his belt because you never know who might be calling him. Mm-hmm. Socks and sandals are not good for anybody.
Weird.
Yeah, it's odd. It's uncomfortable. Stop doing it, please. Okay?
Just don't wear sandals.
Just there you go. Yeah, don't wear sandals. Do not wear sandals and socks. Somebody said, what about Crocs and socks? No, unless you're... Look, if you are a person who is working in a hospital and you wear Crocs because they're super comfy and you got... Yeah, I got no problem with it. But for the average person, no. Do not wear socks and sandals. Shame on you. You should be shamed out. They should put you right back on the plane from where you come from.
Shame.
Shame. Shame.
Shame.
Shame. So, guys, I've lived here for 30 years. I'm currently wearing a cute pair of cowboy boots and a dress. Well, sir.
Don't be bigoted.
Dress is
Durango.
okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dress is fine.
That's fine. You know what?
I'm not saying anything against wearing cowboy boots.
Yeah.
I'm mad at tourists who think everybody thinks they're cool.
Yeah.
Instead of getting out of the freaking way.
Yeah, no doubt about that. No doubt about that. They just want to stare. They all stop, too, and think, oh, I'm in the middle of the street. I should probably just take a picture of the EMI building that has my favorite country artist in there that isn't actually there because they live somewhere else.
Oklahoma.
Yeah,
where
that's
they're
right.
wearing cowboy boots.
I see it here at the Naked Roundabout. You know? I don't know how many people just stop in the middle to take a picture of the Naked Roundabout. Oh, you people. You people!
They need to put clothes on that naked roundabout.
They do.
That's government-sponsored nudity.
That is exactly. That's what it is exactly. Good God. All right, coming up. Hey, if you guys have some money, there's something big going on. I think we're going to have a little bit of fun with it. We'll talk about that straight ahead. And I do promise you, you're going to have a few bucks here and there. Some of this stuff, it's affordable. Some of it, we're all going to have to pull it together until we can win our first giant yellow bluefin tuna contest that we're going to win soon. Chad Ben Show, Super Talk 997.
I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. Operation Epic Fury, a senior Israeli official telling ABC News U.S. officials have made contact with one Iranian official, but no details about negotiations have been shared. This is Pakistan could be the location of talks this week. And President Trump putting a pause on what he said were going to be U.S. airstrikes on Iranian energy infrastructure due to the negotiations. We get more from ABC's Karen Travers at the White House.
Yesterday, a Pakistani official familiar with these conversations told our Mariam Khan that there are talks that are being developed, that Pakistan could play a role in this. An in-person meeting in Islamabad is on the table, potentially in this 5-day window that the president has laid out at this point over this coming week.
Here in Tennessee, at the Capitol, Nashville Democrat State Reps John Ray Clemens and Bo Mitchell pushing to add a gas and diesel tax holiday to the state budget. They argue Governor Lee's spending plan doesn't do enough to help residents hit by rising fuel costs. And in our nation's capital, Senate Majority Leader John Thune confirming Republicans are moving ahead in the upper chamber with a proposal to fund the Department of Homeland Security except for ICE. On the Senate floor, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer didn't say if he and other Democrats support the GOP proposal, but indicated while negotiations continue, there has been some progress.
ICE needs to leave the airports now. Trump needs to pay TSA workers now and push Republicans to reach a deal. No intimidation forces at our airports. No more chaos at checkpoints. Enough is enough.
Well, Republicans say Democrats need to come to the table, too. Back here in Tennessee, election 2026, a newly released Signal poll suggests Senator Marsha Blackburn's on track to win the Republican primary for governor by a landslide. She leads the field with 58% support compared to 7% for Congressman John Rose. 30% of those surveyed said they were still undecided. That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
The warm-up comes to an end on Friday as our next cold front moves through, bringing us some cooler air and rain.
All right. Wellness Institute in Nashville. Write this down. Painisbad.com. 615-246-5009. How about this? 47% off right now when it comes to the big special going on there. This is about non-surgical spinal decompression. There is nobody who does it better than Dr. Mitchell. My doctor should be your doctor. So you go in there. You got back pain, neck pain, sciatic pain. You got issues that you're struggling with. Let me tell you what they're going to do. First and foremost, he gets it. He understands. He has forgotten more than we'll ever know when it comes to dealing with the back and back pain. Top of that, innovative, big time. Right now, the Hydrowave machine, they've got one. Who else has one? Nobody else in Tennessee. This stimulates your own stem cells, helps with the healing process, get you moving. You can save big right now, 47% off. You do not have to live in pain. Get over to the Wellness Institute in Nashville. Start a pain-free life. It is absolutely possible. Call them today, 615-246-5009, 615-246-5009. Check them out online at painisbad.com for the Wellness Institute of Nashville. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I think this sums it up for most people. Chad, I own 2 pairs of cowboy boots I've not worn in 10 years. You ever driven down Broadway and counted the tourists walking barefoot carrying their uncomfortable boots? That about sums it up right there.
Getting blisters.
That's it. There's somebody said, you described me to a T. I've got my tennis shoes on and my socks pulled high. Yeah. Where I come from, higher the socks, the downer the fool.
Dude, that's every 80s high school football coach.
Oh, absolutely. With the stripes at the top.
Yes,
you need the stripes at the top.
Pulled up to the knee, the gray gym shorts.
Oh, absolutely.
Ball cap and a whistle.
That's what I'm talking about, kids.
No pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain. I'm telling you that.
What, a drink of water? You don't need a drink of water.
I don't know. You think you are. Winners get water. You don't. You didn't win. Ladies and gentlemen, get your wallets out because...
Hey, stop! Little girl, stop! Look, I need to borrow your hoverboard. Where is he? Here.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
That's right. The prop store is having the biggest auction of memorabilia in history going on right now. So from now until the 27th, you're going to be able to bid on everything you can think of from movies, including the greatest stuff from Jaws that's still available. Are you ready for it? Are you pumped? They've got the reel. Remember the reel? Zzz. They've got the harpoon. It is ready for you. The harpoon, they believe, is going to bring in a bunch of money. A bunch of money. But this is everything that you can bid on. Now, Ken, what would you like? You know what else they've got? Or Bill, they've got the clappy thing. Clap, clap, and action.
What's that called?
I forgot the hell it's called for the movies. They've got Spielberg's one that has a shark tooth on it.
The one that Spielberg actually...
Mm-hmm.
That could be cool.
That's going to fetch $60,000 to $100,000. They have Wilson for sale. Wilson, the head, the volleyball.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've got Alien versus Predator head for sale from 2004. They've got Alien Resurrection 97. They have got Almost Famous, Penny Lane's Kate Hudson blouse for sale. Arrow, the television show. Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. Bagpipes. They've got everything you could think of. Some stuff, and yes, they've got the hoverboard from the Back to the Future 2. They've got 2 of them. I was looking at this.
Are they both Hero?
Huh?
Are they both Hero?
Hoverboards?
Yeah.
One is
used on screen.
One is a replica. One is the one they used. They had 2 of them for different shots.
Okay.
But one of them is, I'm pretty pumped about it. First of all, they asked the guy who's running the place, like, how exactly do we know for sure you're getting
The laptop out, we had the 4K screen captures, and we compared the physical unit that's in our hands to what we're seeing on screen.
Unit.
And we just mapped every bit of it. You see a little wiggle in the wood grain here, a little scratch there, and it was just undeniable.
So they have got the Jaws reel, and they've got the, which is they think is going to go for $60,000 to $100,000. It's the original reel and pole. They also have the harpoon. They believe is going to go for about $200,000.
Nobody saved a Bruce, did they?
No, they did not save a Bruce. From Barbarella, if you would like the Rebel futuristic rifle, that starts at $10,000. They estimate $20,000 to $40,000. Man, I was going through some of this today, and I was like, oh.
What kind of shape is it in?
It's in perfect shape. It's in perfect.
So somebody's had it in their collection since the movie.
Yes.
Basically.
Now, here's something for you. Well, first of all, anybody who likes movies.
You do have a name. My name is Gladiator.
That's right. They got the helmet for Gladiator from that big fight. That is going to fetch $250,000 to about $500,000. How about a Wonka?
Hey, you've got it! You've got the last golden ticket!
This one, we can see it's in a very clean state. It came directly from someone who worked on the movie.
So there's only 4 of them, I think, that they know of.
What's the website for this place?
It is called Prop Store Auction. And you just type that in, Prop Store Auction. And it has it has so many things. Here's some for Ken. The Dude, the cardigan. It's for sale.
Yes, sir.
It is for sale. Starting bid is $5,000. There's currently 3 bids that have pushed it to $11,000. Not too bad.
I'm out.
Now, The Black Holes. Anybody like that movie? They've got Vincent, the filming miniature from the movie The Black Hole. They've got the 1/4 scale of the Maximilian Marquet. They've got that. And for our good friends who is anybody here like this little thing called Star Wars?
Wait for me! Wait! Stop!
Typical.
He actually saw out of these tiny little holes that are like the diameter of a pencil. So you undo this, and then you undo these neck bolts, and then it separates here. So it's like a 2-part thing that he gets clamshelled into, essentially.
An actual C-3PO helmet that's not broken, because you and I were talking about this earlier, Bell, how you think it's all, if you touch it, a lot of these things fall apart because they weren't meant to last forever. But this is perfect. It was given to a cast, somebody who works on the film, and the eyes light up still. So that is the head of C-3PO, the kind of fruity robot.
Fruity? No. He was an English butler.
He was a little fruity.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, why is it all the robots are like, oh, no? Because you also had Danger, Will Robinson, Danger, And so.
Yeah, but he had a much more masculine voice.
So you've got those. I'm looking at some of this stuff, but here's some of the stuff is not super expensive. Some of the stuff that you can buy isn't going to cost you, like from Blade. If you want one of the Blade swords, there's lots of them. Starting bid's $1,500.
I got that lying around.
You know what? You don't need to be such a turd. God. Do you see what I'm dealing with, Ken? Just always, I can't afford that. We're going to figure it out. Halloween, if you want Rob Zombie's Michael Myers Halloween Bowie knife, that is starts at $2,500, and it's been actually autographed.
By Rob or by
by Rob.
Oh, okay. I can't remember the guy that played.
In that one, I'm trying to think.
It was the guy that played Sabretooth in the first X-Men.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who that one was.
I can't believe Rob Zombie's given that up, man. He's a big horror film buff.
He is. Well, he probably's got a few of them. It's probably not all of their collection. Lots of Harry Potter stuff. Here's something that apparently a lot of people are bidding on if you saw Ace Ventura.
This is part of the Planet Hollywood collection. They had it probably since the film was made.
The mother rhino is giving birth.
It is extremely memorable.
They've got the actual giant rhino for sale when it comes out the back end.
Guy's name was Tyler Mane. He played Michael.
So they've got that for sale.
That's something for your living room, isn't it?
I think it would be cool. If you're a horror movie buff like we are, they've got the Hellraiser cubes from 1996 Bloodline and from Hellworld. From the movie Heat, you can get Val Kilmer's license. That is for sale. That starts at $1,000.
What do you mean license?
It's got the fake license, because he had his fake license.
Oh, okay.
What did they have from Hellraiser again?
The little cube. So shall we play a game?
Yeah, the Cinnabite
puzzle box.
Yeah, the Cinnabites. Yeah.
Ooh, you don't mess with that.
That's the Rubik's Cube that'll ruin your day.
Yeah, Pinhead.
You can get the Home Alone full cast actual picture that they used for, that was on their mantle. It's there. They've got everything you can think of. Independence Day, they got the giant, huge, actual alien.
What's the estimate on that?
That is starting bid is like $6,000, but they expect it's going to go up. Obviously,
I was going to say if that's full size and it was the full size one had a person in it, but it was also puppeted.
Yeah, it was also puppeted. They've got Martin Riggs, Lethal Weapon. You can buy his gun. You can buy his watch. You could buy his police badge. Murtaugh as well. Tons of stuff that they've got. It's incredible. It really is. I mean, it is. They've got the full Black Panther stunt helmet that Chadwick Boseman wore. And yes, Thor, Dark World. You can get the hammer.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. If you could have one piece of memorabilia, like from one movie, what would it be? That's a tough one, huh?
That is.
Yes.
I mean, that is a tough. They got stuff from Shawshank. The current bid's $1,000 for the check and an actual script. So, it's amazing, all the stuff they have. And like you said, many of these things, people had no idea. They made these movies a long time ago, and they just, we made them here, put them in the...
Yeah, it wasn't any big deal to them.
No, and in many cases, they were going to refurbish them and put them in other movies.
And a lot of times, the producers are budget conscious, and they don't want you spending a ton of money on something that's going to be needed for 2, 3, or 4 shots.
Yes.
So make it as cheaply as possible, and then throw it away.
If you like animation, this is the other thing. They have tons of original production cells. So like the world of Peter Rabbit and his friends, you can get an original production cell that they worked on. That bid starts at $200.
They have one of Bambi's mother getting shot.
They do, actually. They're right there. Look at that. They've got all kinds. Space Ace video game, hand-drawn storyboards. I don't remember Space Ace.
I don't remember that either.
I remember Space Ace from Kiss, but...
Oh, there you go. Different. They got The Wonderful World of Oz. They got they've got everything you could think of.
Is that the sequel?
Yeah, I think that was the 86 movie. They've got hand-drawn sketches of just about everything. So there's all kinds of stuff. Whatever you have, money-wise, feel free to knock yourself out. Feel free to do it. But if I was going to do one thing, because of my love of Halloween being my favorite movie, I would probably want Michael's original mask.
Yeah.
That would be the coolest.
Yeah, the original Captain Kirk.
Yeah, that would be cool. Or something from...
That's what made him and the hockey mask with Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, yeah.
That's what made them characters.
That's what made them characters.
Identifiable.
Yeah, so that would be the one thing if I could have, I think I would definitely go for. Or if I couldn't have that, something from The Exorcist. But something real from The Exorcist. Something real. I don't want fake. I want real crap.
Did you ever see A Million Ways to Die in the West?
Oh God, yes.
The scene where who's the guy that played Doc Brown?
Oh, Lloyd, right?
The scene with Christopher Lloyd, where he's in the barn with the DeLorean. That's actually a DeLorean from the first movie that
they used.
No, that he bought.
Oh,
he bought that in a memorabilia auction, and he decided he wanted to use it in the movie for that gag.
That is so cool. I love that. That's so cool. But I would I think to me, having Halloween, the mask, the original, like not from 6 or something like that. I mean, like an original would be thebomb.com. All right, coming up. Big Mac guy speaks out about the new food at McDonald's.
The Big Arch.
Yeah, the Big Arch. And the Big Mac guy, if you don't know, is a guy who's eaten a Big Mac, I think, every day for like 50 years or something.
And his arteries are still working?
Yeah. But he does have a haircut like he's in the 60s, which is, I don't know if that's a result of something. We'll talk about that straight ahead. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7.
From 5 to 9 a.m. and streaming on the Super Talk 99.7 WTN app.
Omaha Steaks. Go there now, omahasteaks.com. When you do, you find out, up 50% off site-wide. So you're saving massive, and you're going to get the best around when it comes to, this is a spring savings event. Everything, 50% off. We're talking about the best sellers, butcher cut filet mignons, top sirloin fillets, sliced ribeye Philly steak. What? Air-chilled boneless chicken breast, filet mignon. They're going to take the guesswork out of dinner and deliver to you the best around when it comes to protein and meat. Omaha Steaks, 100% unconditional money-back guarantee. And when you use my code Benson when you check out, you're going to save yourself $35 extra at checkout. So you're saving big. It's from America's Butcher since 1917. USDA certified choice, tender, incredible food, including the best in dogs. I call them dogs, hot dogs. Franks, they call them the best in pork chops. Do not sleep. I'm telling you guys, on the Polynesian pork chops, they're incredible and delivered right to your door. So what are you waiting for? Go to omahasteaks.com. Use my code Benson. Save an extra $35 off at checkout. 50% off site-wide. omahasteaks.com. Code Benson at checkout. See site for details. Terms may apply.
Operation Epic Fury update. Might Pakistan play a role in whatever talks there may be between Iran and the U.S.? I'll tell you about it coming up at 2 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Oh, So his name is Donald Gorski, 71, Wisconsin native, has a haircut as if he was in the Beatles, which is not a good thing to have. Most Big Macs ever eaten, 35,000. As of, he's eaten basically one Big Mac a day since 1972.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He hasn't missed a single day.
Nope. One Big Mac a day since 1972. And he's got his verdict about the Archburger. He said he was underwhelmed.
Let's see how much a Big Mac cost in 1972.
27 pounds. Dude, you got to look at this guy's hair. It is spectacular. So he's got fully the bangs, as you do, right? It's super almost like a mod from back in the day, and it goes a little bit long. Then he's got the giant pork chops, and he's thin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, so 65 cents would get you a Big Mac in 1972.
Now $65. Ba-da-bum-bum-ba.
Man, we need to grow us some lamb chops, boys. Especially Brother Bilal.
Yeah, you
Brother
can do
Bilal
some serious
would rock
chops.
some lamb
There is
chops.
zero possibility I could do that.
Shave your chin, get the chops that grow
Do
so it
it.
grows over your mustache. Oh,
Do it, Brother Bilal.
Do it.
It would never work.
It will. You stop with the attitude. Let's go.
Dude, I can't grow it. It doesn't
We're gonna do better. We're gonna come back and it's gonna be Positive Bell Hour number 3. Positive Bell Hour. All right, coming up, hour number 3 of the program. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7.
Two o'clock on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. Operation Epic Fury. Tom Sufi Burridge in Israel says he's been told by a senior official there that U.S. officials have made contact with one Iranian official, Speaker of the Iranian Parliament. But no details about negotiations have been shared.
I asked him about, Iran's capabilities. Yes, the Israeli official said they've been diminished, but he described Iran as still an active, dangerous regional actor. And I asked him about Iran's ability now to still threaten the Strait of Hormuz in military terms. And he said, well, look, we have to presume that Iran has planted naval mines in the water through the Strait of Hormuz. And he said, look, detecting those mines, he said, is incredibly hard.
And there are reports that Pakistan could play a role in any talks between Iran and the U.S. Here in Tennessee, 2 Democratic state lawmakers want to give Tennesseans a break at the pump. Nashville State Reps John Ray Clemens and Bo Mitchell urging Republican Governor Bill Lee to include a gas and diesel tax holiday in his 2026-27 budget. They say the measure would provide immediate financial relief as prices continue climbing. There appears to be movement, at least some Republicans, to fund the Department of Homeland Security and get TSA workers paid. ABC News national correspondent Stephen Portnoy with the latest.
The Senate Majority Leader says Republicans are prepared to agree to fund everything in the Department of Homeland Security except ICE's enforcement and removal operations. John Thune says the package would not include reforms to ICE that have been a sticking point for Democrats for over a month.
If you're not going to have funding, I don't know how all of a sudden now you can demand reforms.
Democrats have said for weeks they would fund aspects of DHS other than ICE. It was an idea President Trump rejected days ago, but one that Republicans say he now appears to be getting behind. Stephen Portnoy, ABC News, Washington.
Election 2026 in Tennessee. Senator Marsha Blackburn is the clear frontrunner in the GOP primary for governor, according to new polling from Signal. The survey shows her at 58% support. That's ahead of John Rose at 7%. Another 30% of voters say they haven't made up their minds. The poll also highlights cost of living, immigration, and jobs as the top issues driving voters. And a new Lyme disease vaccine is in the works. Pfizer announcing this week it plans to submit it to regulators, although it's unclear when the vaccine could get approved by the FDA. We get more from ABC News Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Tara Narula.
If, in fact, it's approved, it is a 4-dose series. So you get 3 shots in the first year, a booster in the second year. And essentially the way that it works is it targets a protein on the surface of the bacteria that causes Lyme disease. So you generate antibodies. If a tick bites you, those antibodies get into the tick and essentially target or attach to the bacteria, preventing the bacteria from then getting into you.
That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
What's up? Sports program is brought to you by National Certified Alarms. No long-term contracts. License number 645. Thunderstruck. Yeah. Getting a little Pakistan involved here. Look at that. Stop the Iran war one way or another.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to play into it.
I was just kidding. There's not really happening. I think we all know that.
Yeah, it's something about talks may be held in Pakistan. I don't know.
No.
I think the Pakistanis are offering to give some warheads to Iran if they'll come to the table.
Probably. Hey, you going to bomb those guys over there? All right, here's some stuff, but now come to the table.
Well, if you involve Pakistan, India's going to want to know what's going on.
Yes.
Because they don't like each other.
No, they don't. They don't. And here's the other thing. Russia has been giving them stuff, the Iranians, and works with Pakistan to give them stuff. So, and the other side of it, and this is something that Bill and I were chatting about before the show, Iran will not deal with Israel at all. Zero, zilch, nada. So whatever concessions come, whatever happens, and they want America and Israel and everybody else to pay for the stuff that they've destroyed, the people they've killed. They want, you're going to pay for some of this stuff. And even if Israel said, we'll pay for it today, you're going to have to go through Pakistan. They will not accept the money from Israel. So we'll see. But what is it, Friday? Do we have a time Friday?
Don't see a time.
What time's the market close?
That'll be about 3 o'clock.
That's exactly when it's going to start.
I'll accept money from anybody.
Yeah, I know.
So please don't feel insulted if I take it right away.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real. If China came to us today and said, Bell, we'd like to sponsor you for the Come Visit China Panda Bear Tour.
Oh, I'm in. Let's do it.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that we're the great Satan, but they were willing to take pallets of cash from Obama, but they won't take money from Israel.
So, and if you guys want to know if there's going to be boots on the ground, my guy just said 3,000 82nd Airborne have been deployed. And that's when there's boots on the ground. So, yes, boots will be on the ground.
They're going to float above the ground. They're not actually going to walk on the ground.
It's going to be great. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this. This is all Pete's fault. Last night, that was so funny. Between Jesus wanting the SAVE Act and going, I think Pete came to us and said, we got to totally go after these guys. We're like, it's Pete's fault. Oh, God. I was going through that, Ken, the Blackburn primary super duper. Will she win or won't? She's going to win. Right? I know it hasn't been, but I'm looking at what is it? The
Signal.
Signal.
Cygnal.
Yeah, she is, she's up quite handsomely. And I was also going through the top issue for voters. Cost of living is only 24%. That's it here? Cost of living? Immigration, 15. Jobs and economy, 10. You would think there'd be more, wouldn't you? I would think there'd be more. So Rose is what, 7%? And is he it? Is he like the closest? I mean, that's,
according to this poll.
Wow, that's 50%. Come on, John, you better get with the weed.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. People want the weed, give them the weed, get the vote.
You better Hail Mary that weed fast. You guys better Hail Mary that weed. You better figure out how you can get Afro Man on your team.
You can always go back on your promise.
That's right. But you better get I smoke 2 joints with John Rose. Better figure it out. Because he got high. John forgot to vote because he got high. Man, that is 58% is big. That is a big lead. Poll show Tennesseans are skeptical of emerging technology. Why? Why is that? Why are you skeptical of the emerging? I'm skeptical. I'm more skeptical of the people that are running the technology than I am of the technology itself.
Real quickly, Ken, have you seen anything that would give you an indication of Marsha's approval rating?
I have not.
Outside of
outside of the gubernatorial?
Yeah, just like her approval rating as a senator.
I'd have to look it up, man.
I would be willing to bet that it's extraordinarily low, yet people are still saying they'll vote for her.
Yeah. Somebody said they saw Rose on CNN yesterday. He's kicking ass, very well spoken, and defended Trump's policies very well. Well, he's still got time to make it up, but, yeah. Somebody said, our man, Anonymous Sheriff, that proves name recognition is king. Oh, absolutely. Name recognition is so key.
And if this poll is accurate, there's no reason for her to debate.
No, zero reason. When would you think you'd have to debate? Would you say, okay, it has to get down to within like 10 points?
I'm not sure, man.
Well, I think it would be how quickly and how far out from the election it got down like that.
Yeah. She could debate now and get blown off the stage, and it's so far away. She's so far ahead, I still think it would be tough. It would have to be. I mean, but like Bell said, every time we talk about this, we'll get a bunch of text messages that I would never vote for Marsha. I would never vote for her. I would never vote for her. I would never vote center. And yet she's got a lead that seems insurmountable. I mean, 58% to 7. Even if all the undecideds jumped on John's side, you're still so far behind.
Well, like you just said, name recognition's king. People don't approve of the Congress in general. It's worse than Trump's ratings right now.
Yeah,
but they know her name, so I guess I got to vote for her. She's the name I know. How about not?
Yeah, how about do some homework, find out. I mean, somebody just said, does anybody know who's running on the Democrat side? I have no idea who's running.
I know
there's a lot. Right?
A lot.
Yeah.
I'll look it up again.
Yeah, because when last we somewhat joked about it, there seemed to be a whole bunch of. I don't even think we even recognized a name on there. Not one name, which is crazy. By the way, I'm going to bid on a couple of these cells for the animation.
If you wouldn't mind, can you bid on that Independence Day costume for me?
Yeah, good. They got an X-Men animated series. Would you like the Dude? They got a lot of stuff from the Dude on here. So we're bidding on stuff for those you guys don't know. For the you guys want to go? People ask. Go to Prop Store. Okay, auction.com for the greatest singular prop and movie memorabilia auction going on maybe ever. So I wouldn't vote for Marsha if she was the last person on earth. I was ashamed that I supported that liar over the years. Swampy. It is what it is. I mean, politics is name recognition is it. And that's it. And by the way, the Democrats have no name recognition here.
6 Democrats.
Anybody you've ever heard of?
No.
You know what? You could name names right now, and Bell and I could guess, and you could make stuff up, and we'd probably go, yeah, that sounds like somebody who'd be running for governor.
Here's a fella by the name of Adam Ditch Kurtz.
Well, if you got a middle name like Ditch, I'm in. Let's go.
That's his Ditch?
Yep, Ditch.
Adam Ditch Kurtz.
Jerry Green.
Nah, sounds too plain.
Tim Sear.
Oh, Tim Sear.
Carnita Atwater.
Oh my God. Have you looked up Adam Ditch Kurtz?
No.
Winner! Dude is our guy.
Why?
Okay, so if you ever thought to yourself, I would see, is there anybody who would wear a leather jacket, have a skullet, and probably look like an extra from like a movie in the 80s or 90s? Yeah, that's my governor. So, yeah, go look up Adam Ditch, Kurtz. Meet your next governor, it says. His name is Ditch. He's a musician on a mission. Adam, I hope you're listening. His dog, Zebulon. He plays the pedal steel guitar in country bands all around the country. He's running for governor. He simply wants to make your life better. Free health care, free pre-K, eliminate grocery tax, improve your quality of life, raise the minimum wage, and everybody gets a leather jacket.
Everybody gets a leather jacket.
Look at that leather jacket.
Yeah, I really trust government to do that for me.
Yeah, you could donate to him if you'd like to. This guy, though, spectacular.
He's even got a T-shirt.
He does? Oh, it's awesome. Here's his policy ideas. Let's see what this is. Free stuff for everybody. Raising the minimum wage. Everybody's all free. Free.
How much will food cost? Nothing.
Nothing. I'm giving it to you for free. He's going to give you affordable housing, affordable communities, not just housing. Oh, but here's something. Legalizing marijuana. That might get you on our here.
Might get a couple of votes.
Yeah. Protecting our friends and neighbors from ICE. Free leather jackets for everybody. Look at his out there. He's got a shirt. He's got the whole nine. He's got merch. He's got full-on merch. Vote for the ditch.
The ditch.
Says, have you looked him up?
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures.
Go look. Bell, I'm telling you, the sunglasses, he's got those aviators on. So spectacular. Vote I am people.
There he is playing with a wombat.
Look at that. Order this. Oh, you can get a dog bandana as well.
You know, it just never ceases to stun me that people don't realize that anything government is giving you, they can take away.
Yeah.
Right now, TSA agents would love to have a paycheck, but they're depending on government to give it to them.
But can I be honest? You think the ditch would ditch this? Oh, there's right. Ditch, come on.
Nothing's free.
Nothing is free. That's it. If they're big enough to give it to you, they're big enough to what? Take it away.
Take it away.
They'll just get you somewhere else.
That's exactly what they're going to do. Oh, the ditch.
But it sounds good on the campaign trail.
It does.
And people fall for it.
We're very immature for making fun of his name.
It's his nickname. He's called himself the ditch.
Yeah, he's about it. He's about it.
It says, vote for ditch. Ditch for the people.
You're very immature.
Whatever. You know what? Somebody said you're very. That's not his name. Is that? Stop. We're not making fun of his name. This is his nickname.
This is what he wants to be called.
Yeah, it's apparently on the ballot. It's going to be on the ballot that way.
Second sentence on his website is, "You can call me Ditch."
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
We're not making fun of his name. By the way, we just gave him more pub than he's probably had in forever and a day.
Seriously.
The Ditch should text us. Oh, my God. The Ditch.
He's probably a pretty good musician.
He probably is. He plays that steel guitar. Like that. Rocking and rolling. And he's got those glasses. Oh, Ditch. And his dog's name is Zebulon.
What kind of dog?
Black and white dog.
Oh, just Heinz 57.
Yeah, one of those. Oh, my God. The Ditch. Oh, don't be a ditch. Vote for Ditch. I got the itch for ditch. I love that. Oh, my goodness me. See? Ditch. We just gave Ditch all kinds of stuff. So I'm sure he's like, you guys make fun of my name all the time if you want.
Now he's the front runner.
He is. On the Democratic side, he's the front runner. Because who's the other guy? Somebody green? Nobody even knows.
Yeah, it's Kevin Lee McCants, Martin DePorres Kennedy.
Oh, yeah, him.
Jerry Green, Tim Sear, and Carnita Atwater.
Whoa. Carnita. No, I'm sorry. I'm going with the Ditch.
I think Carnita is a state rep that represents the Memphis area?
Yeah, I think so. I think she is. I think she's probably the front runner, I would say. I've seen her before.
Well, Jerry Green, according to this, is widely viewed as the Democratic front runner. They're a Memphis city councilman.
Oh, yeah, I've seen Jerry Green. Hello, Jerry. How you doing? You know what Jerry doesn't have? You don't got merch.
Doesn't have a good nickname.
No, you don't. No. She's one tough mother for Tennessee. Jerry Green. One tough mother. She's trying to.
That's pretty good.
She's trying to sell a little bit of the Milfy. I'm lying. I'm not trying. I'm just being honest here, guys. But you know what? You're not. You're not the Ditch.
You're not the Ditch.
Right?
And you're not giving us everything free.
You're not you got to see the outfit. Oh, he's got a big belt buckle on. Oh, vote for Ditch. And I love the T-shirt that says, Ditch Kurtz for governor. I am people. That just says, I'm a people. I'm a people. That's what it says. I'm a people. That's why the Ditch, baby.
Nobody proofreads the website.
That's what. No, that's the whole thing. You don't get it, man, because you're not part of the Ditch. You're not part of the Ditch Club.
Oh.
I don't necessarily want to be.
You know what? Be quiet with you. I got an itch for the ditch. Ditch is not a snitch. Vote for ditch, not the witch. Oh! Woo, look at that. I didn't make that up. You can use it, though. Son of a ditch. We got to get the ditch on. We do.
He's probably listening right now.
You know what, ditch? Come on, man. We're fun. We're fun.
He is not listening.
Yes, you know why? Because he's out campaigning. That's why. If anybody knows the ditch, if you guys see him out there, maybe he's playing slide guitar somewhere tonight.
He's probably playing right now.
With his dog Zebulon. You can get a bandana, too.
He's probably down there at one of those bars playing right now.
Yeah, we got to get the ditch on, though. We're going to try to get the ditch on. We're going to try to get everybody on. Marcia can come on, too. So, we don't care. But we're not going to ask you questions like, what do you think is the most important thing? We're like, are you going to legalize weed? And your Senate ratings are 4. That's it, just 4. So why governor? I don't know what they are. They're probably higher than 4, but they're not probably much higher. All right, coming up, it is Hot Take Tuesday. We're going to talk a little hot take. We got some hot takes. Chad Bench Show, Super Talk 99.7.
WTN.
Bulwark Capital, April 2nd. My man Zach is having a webinar. Now you think, okay, what's this webinar, Chad? It takes 45 minutes, okay? And so Bulwark Capital is amazing. They're up about 60+% over from January of 25 all the way through now, and they're growing. Why is that? Because the way they invest is so much different. They do not just strictly stick to what goes on here in our markets. They look globally. So it's called Cutting Through the Market Noise. They're going to talk to you about AI, crypto tech, all of this stuff, talk about fundamentals of value investing and why risk management, key strategy for them, lower risk, lower cost, lower volatility, how it can get you the most upside for your retirement and your investments. It's absolutely free. It is happening the 2nd of April, 5:30 our time. Schedule now at knowyourriskpodcast.com, KNOWriskpodcast.com, or check them out on the interwebs. At Bulwark Capital Management, investment advisory service offered through Trek Financial LLC and SEC registered investment advisor. Investment involved risk, not a guarantee. Past performance, not guarantee future results. Trek 2648.
What about those Marines headed to the Middle East? I'll tell you about it at 2:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
We'll get back to the ditch coming up in a little bit because I've found some polling numbers when it comes to Senate. But before we do any of those things, just to remind ourselves on this most holiest of Tuesday, it's time for
Hot Take, Hot Take, Hot Take Tuesday.
Hot Taking on the Tuesday. My hot take today, and remember how we do hot takes? Absolutely no political hot takes, just goofiness, fun. Socks and sandals are a crime against humanity and mostly fashion. Absolutely. They're a crime against fashion. And so and Jason sent me a picture earlier, Crocs and sandals. I mean, Crocs and socks. Don't do that. That's a sin.
I was getting ready to say Crocs and sandals. That's really a sin.
You never know. Now, a couple of you have pointed out, what if you're wearing socks because your toenails are gross? Then you know what? Wear shoes like a normal person.
Not your toenails.
Absolutely.
Right? You know, we know those are. Your toes are yellow and they're gross and stuff.
Nobody wants to see your fungus.
Nobody does. Now, for me, my toes are beautiful, so it really doesn't matter. Why? Because I take care of my toes, okay? Because I'm not gross like you.
He gets pedicures.
I do. So nice. Oh, that's so stupid. Why would you get a pedicure? I don't know. Why would I want some girl rub my feet for 30 minutes? I don't know.
I'd like to go to one of those places where those little fish eat on your feet.
Oh, that's fun too.
I bet you it tickles.
It does. It does. I mean,
they might catch one.
I got yelled at though because I was like, they're like, hey, this is PetSmart. Get out of here.
You should have known better.
You got a parakeet on your shoulder.
It's totally awesome. So if you're going to think about, you're getting ready, you're looking in the mirror and you think, all right, do I look good? You know, shirt's on, looks okay, right? I'm dialed. I got my jean shorts on.
Yeah.
Then you look down and you're like, socks are awesome. Sandals. And you're like, no, you're not. Stay indoors. Don't do it. It is bad. It's a crime against fashion and humanity. That is my hot take. On to you, Bell.
Camping is pretending to be homeless just for fun. And if you don't have a indoor toilet somewhere, I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, man, all my days of camping, I enjoyed the bushes more than I enjoyed just those toilets that where you just sit over a hole in the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Good Lord have mercy. Those bathrooms were terrible.
Oh, God.
I ain't doing either.
Yeah. No. You know what? The last thing I want to do, right? Like, here's what I do. If I have to go to the bathroom in my house, you know what I don't have to worry about? Yellow jackets. Right?
Or
I don't
a
worry
bear.
about that. Right? Yellow jackets.
Well,
Spiders.
They can't get, yellow jackets can get into
Wildlife. All right? How many of you have gone camping for a week and you're like, I'm not pooping for a week? This is just what this is going to happen. I'm just not going to eat a lot. I'm not going to poop. Not doing it.
But I'm going to stink and maybe the bear will smell me.
Maybe. You don't know. Again, you know, like you said, like you're camping outdoors. Why? Oh, this will be fun. Let's go pretend we're homeless. Oh, and by the way, make sure you put your food up high so that way, what? Other homeless people don't eat you.
Hey, just put it in your car.
Yeah, the bear won't be able to reach your food, but it'll eat you.
Yeah. Make sure you have the food. All right. What do you have for us, Ken?
You just put it in your car and park half a mile away. All right. Tourists in Nashville at the crosswalk. When the walk signal lights up, freaking walk. Those of us who live here waiting to make a right turn because our light is green need to get to work or pick up the kids or go to the doctor or we got to get home. We're not impressed by your new pair of boots, which you probably never wear anywhere but Nashville. And we definitely don't appreciate your shorts that don't cover your butt cheeks.
Oh, even if, yeah. Some of you were like, hey, you know what? Normally we'd be all right with this. But I'm here at IHOP.
Yeah, and as long as you're not blocking my way home, you do whatever.
Yeah.
Just get out of the way.
And if you are going to block my way home, then we need to start lobbying for a law that makes it legal to run you over.
See, Bell goes right to the violence.
Brother Below takes it just that one step further.
Just he always one step further. Oh goodness me! Just got to go a little bit further, just a smidge. I'm telling you guys, just a smidge. Some of you guys have went and looked up our good friend Ditch because you guys saw the skullet.
Oh, Ditch Kurtz.
Yep. If you guys have not seen the skullet, it's worth the look with the glasses. But I know the tourists, because I get it here too, because we drive at the roundabout.
You're in the heart of it, dude.
Yeah, the roundabout. I mean, the roundabout itself, because,
Yeah, that's annoying anyway.
It's already annoying. And secondly, everybody stops because they want to take a picture of the piano guy over there in the park.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Or then they want to stare at the naked roundabout. And they just stare like it's magic.
It's just naked statues.
That's right. Good God, that's just so insane.
But it's in Nashville.
It is, man. It's in Nashville, like Chili's. Coming to downtown Nashville, Chili's. With the could have been Governor Ditch playing slide guitar.
When Applebee's just won't do. It's Chili's.
Oh, man. Speaking of Chili's, I got a funny story about them. It's hilarious, actually, and what they're trying to do. Making fun of one group. I found the U.S. Senate approval for our state and how we think our senator is doing, who wants to be governor.
Under 20.
Close.
23.
Close indeed.
23%.
Right around there.
Okay.
And
what was the percentage that said they're going to vote for?
58.
You people need to get your act together.
Yeah, 58. 58. All right, we'll talk about that, among other things. Straight ahead, Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7.
I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. Operation Epic Fury, a senior Israeli official telling ABC News U.S. officials have made contact with one Iranian official, and talks in Pakistan have also reportedly been in the works. This is more Marines could be headed to the region. Retired Lieutenant Karbler is a former commander with the U.S. Army Space and Missile Defense Command. He tells ABC News sending some troops keeps the president's options open.
Yes, he said no boots on the ground, but you never want to totally eliminate all options. You don't want to take all options off the table. Marines being present does give the president potential other options that the Iranians would then have to be concerned about.
Right now in Tennessee, 2 state lawmakers pushing for a gas and diesel tax holiday in the next year's state budget. Nashville Democrat State Reps John Ray Clemens and Bo Mitchell say Governor Lee's proposal doesn't include any fuel tax relief. They argue a temporary suspension would help families and businesses dealing with sharply rising fuel prices with what's going on over in the Middle East. And chances are good you know someone who's looking for a job. Chances are also good they're becoming increasingly frustrated in looking.
Less than a third of American workers think right now is a good time to find a job, and it's especially bleak for college grads. In fact, they haven't been this down on the job market since 2013. The results come as government data shows overall hiring is at its weakest level in more than a decade and holds true with what economists call the low hire, low fire job market. Businesses largely holding on to who they've got, but not opening up opportunities to those looking for work. Sherry Preston, ABC News.
And election 2026 in Tennessee, a new Signal poll shows Senator Marsha Blackburn with a dominant lead in the Republican primary race for governor. Survey projects Blackburn winning 58% of the vote. Her closest GOP challenger, Congressman John Rose, sits at just 7%. 30% of voters still undecided. That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
Capital Management Weather.
The warm-up comes to an end on Friday as our next cold front moves through, bringing us some cooler air and rain. Let's go,
Beacon Capital. You talk to them over there, Beacon Capital. Get you free personalized financial consultation. And they cover everything, right? So they got the healthcare. Maybe you got issues with healthcare. You're in retirement. You're heading towards there. Are you set up to make sure that you've got everything? You'll be able to draw down and not outlive your money. They can help you with that. When it comes to things like long-term care, which is so important, you've worked hard And let's be honest, there's going to come a point in life where maybe you need some long-term care help. They can help you with that. And let's not forget right now with taxes as well. Just because you're retired doesn't mean there isn't going to be taxes. So how can they help you with that? How about this? They can show you about the car loan deduction interest you could take right now, the above-line charitable deductions, or if you're a senior, you're over 65. Now, these things aren't going to stick around. It's one big, beautiful bill forever, but you could take advantage of one of these or all of these things. Estate planning, they do it all for you. That's the beauty of Beacon. They're amazing. They're local. And why don't you give them a call today for a free personalized financial consultation? 615-488-9303. 615-488-9303. You can check them out online at beaconcm.com. Beaconcm.com for Beacon Capital Management. This is a paid place.
Manage your heart health. Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com today. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Relief Factor. If you struggle with the day-to-day of just life, right? But your back's not broken, but it's sore, it's tired, right? You're working hard. Relief Factor is going to help you with the day-to-day aches and pains as you get a little bit older. So it's that stuff. The inflammation it's a pain in the butt. You got just your muscles are sore just from exerting yourself from the normal everyday thing in life. This is where you need Relief Factor. It's going to help you. It's naturally formulated. Take it every single day. It's got omega-3 fatty acids. There's resveratrol, curcumin, all this, Zacarin, all this stuff, as well as pepper. So it's got pepper, black pepper extract, which helps your body absorb it even more. This helps me. I take it every single day. I'm working out more and more. I feel great. And sometimes it's just, maybe you're a construction guy, a plumber. You need that extra something because you don't want to live with aches and pains, and you can get out of it with Relief Factor. So do this. Call Relief Factor today. 800-4-RELIEF, 800-4-RELIEF, or go to relieffactor.com, relieffactor.com. Get yourself a 3-week quick start for less than $20. That's relieffactor.com or 1-800-4-RELIEF for Relief Factor. Super Talk 99.7's Matt Murphy and me. We'll be out there at the Scoreboard Opry Friday. That's this Friday. For a little bracket madness. You're going to enjoy some great food, a lot of fun. We're going to be out there all day, having a good time. Come eat, drink, be merry with us, and watch some of the games. If you want to know more, and you should, right? And we're talking about great food, Budweiser specials, everything you can think of. Check out 997WTM.com/events.
Why don't they let Chris go to that? I'm sure his fans would love to do some day drinking.
No, I'm sure they would. Absolutely, they would.
I think Chris is getting gypped.
Yeah, he is. He's getting chipped out there. So 25% is what our senator's approval rating is, according to the average net approval rating. 25.
It's just laughable that she's got an approval rating that low and has her election possibilities are 58%.
Yeah. So Bernie Sanders, by the way, is the most popular senator, almost 70% approval rating.
Well, give me free stuff.
Who do you think's the most unpopular?
Pelosi?
Oh, Mitch.
Well,
Pelosi's
that
in
makes
the
sense.
House. Oh.
Watch it, fella.
Watch it. Fetterman has a 51% approval rating, which is
And
pretty
the
good.
Democrats hate him.
Yeah. So Peter Welch of Vermont, Warren, Brian Shantz of the great state of Hawaii. What Republican? Is there any Republican? There's two. Cynthia Loomis and Barrasso, both of Wyoming. That's it. Only Democrats. Who's the most unpopular? Mitch, Susan Collins. Oh, they're all Republicans. Dan Sullivan, Ron Johnson, Lisa Murkowski, Joni Ernst, Lindsey Graham, Pete Ricketts, Deb Fisher, Ted Cruz, Tim Sheehy. Wow. Those are the most, all of them Republicans.
Well, they aren't offering free stuff.
No, they're not. Well, Ted Cruz, he's kind of unlikable. So we'll see. We'll see. But when you think about that, like you said, so across the board, let's be real. Senate, House, all of them, the Congress's numbers are. But the fact that you have 58%, like it's already in the bag, if you will, which shouldn't be that way. If you've got somebody that unpopular at their job, in D.C., yet we're like, we should let them run the state. That just seems weird.
There's a computer probably in front of you right now. Do a little research on the candidates.
Yeah, just a smidge. Just a smidge. Republicans have something called standards.
Yeah. Okay.
Settle down there. Settle down. You just read the list of the most useless people on the planet. Yes, Josh, that's pretty much it. The Republicans we have standards. Mitch McConnell, that's your standard? So,
I like him better when he's comatose.
Yeah. And if you say Republicans continue to have standards, and I say, well, obviously, what kind of standards do you have if you continue to put these people in over and over again? I didn't say they were high standards. I just said they were standards. So
they'll cut the debt some decade.
So if I come out on Friday, we're going to be able to have some communications. Yeah, come on out, talk, hang out with us. You know who else is going to be there? I don't know if you're aware of this because Ken can't come.
Won't come.
Can't, boys. Can't.
Why? Why can't you?
Got to do traffic.
Screw traffic. I'm going to be honest with you people. Do you really need traffic? Does anybody not pick up their phone when they want to know what traffic's like?
I think traffic's kind of an excuse to not go get us.
That's what I think so, too. I think he's doing this on purpose.
Well, it's not why I didn't get the boat.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's it.
I mean, never mind.
You should be getting the boat.
Yeah.
And you're still not getting the boat.
Ken's
And we
already
still gotta
taped
catch
the
a
traffic for Friday. He's already taped that.
Some of my reports you might be accurate.
Trouble on the 24.
No pun intended.
Everywhere.
Traffic sucks. There you go.
There you go.
Catch all, and it'll be correct on Friday too.
Yeah, there you go. Over half of the Republicans are rhinos. Let me ask you, people, describe to me what a rhino is in today's world. Could you describe to me what a rhino is? Because if you say not MAGA, MAGA's not Republican. That is not Republican. MAGA's its own thing, right? Because there's nobody I see with any fiscal responsibility anywhere except for one guy, or maybe two, and they hate him.
Yeah, Massey's being primaried because he wants to stick to the Constitution and not bankrupt the country.
Yeah, which is going to happen, and especially now. How many people? Ken, you said they're sending how many soldiers over? Is it we at 5,000 right now?
I didn't mention any number. The only number I've seen was like 2,500.
Yeah, 25, and the 82nd Airborne. Now it's on Drudge, as I reported to you earlier. Because yes, I do have sources. For those of you not keeping score, the Lee Rapid Response Unit, it looks like 3,000 is what the Pentagon is going to deploy over there in the coming hours. And apparently, what is it? What's the thing with the 82nd? It is we can deploy anywhere in the world within 18 to 24 hours.
Whew. Seems like kind of a long wait.
Yeah, it does. Man, this is Rhino is a pill. Oh, that's very interesting. See, come on, Sally, thank you very much. Come on, Ken, you can do traffic from anywhere. Traffic sucks on I-24. Traffic's over. Brought to you by...
you can't use I-65 North. There you go.
So, I like this one.
Everybody stay off of I-24 except for me.
There you go. And I like the way he put it.
Except for me. A Rhino is a Republican with whom I disagree. There you go. So I hope this isn't going to get uglier, but I have a feeling, as you've heard Ken report throughout the day, not on the traffic, which we know is he just doesn't want to drive out there, which is kind of a jerk move, but whatever, because we were going to hang out and probably have some pizza and some wings.
Get the boat.
And get the boat. We got to get the boat.
I might try to catch a tuna.
Well, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's okay. It's going to be it's going to be what we call it's a saltwater tuna. No, it's really a catfish, kind of white trashy tuna.
It's a tuna with a mullet.
It's a carp.
Oh, goodness me. So by Friday, apparently, we've given them a new literally a drop dead date of when we may attack in Iran. And I love the fact that we've reached somebody. Do you think we're just calling random numbers? Hello?
And they're assuming that if the guy doesn't answer the phone, that they've already killed him.
Yeah. Hello there. We've got a hold of somebody in their parliament.
The answer on the other line is hola.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Sí, no. No here. He's not here. Like Consuelo. No, Mr. Khomeini's not here.
Really?
Us no. Oh. No nukes, no traffic. There you go. How about this? Vote for the ditch. Traffic sucks. Vote for the ditch.
Son of a ditch.
Leave Ken alone, you turd head. That was ugly, wasn't it? But it was funny. I like that. That was good. 55-44.
We'll leave him alone when he gets the boat.
That's right, when he gets the boat. Oh, my God. The ditch, guys. We're going to do everything we can to get the ditch on. Dude, we'll have him come in and play some music for us, too.
Might be pretty good.
You know what would be great? I think we should start doing we should make them do like competitions if you want to be governor. So it can't just be, you've got to have.
Who can spend your money the fastest?
No. It's got to, okay, come on out, right? Like, can you even hold a normal conversation, right? Watch him just flail at trying to have a normal conversation. And just do like a beauty contest to come out and they have to play an instrument or maybe juggle or something.
What are they going to be in?
Feats of strength.
They're going to be in Kim Jong-un's pleasure squad.
Feats of strength. How about that, huh? Hey, if we get Marshawn, what can you deadlift? Oh, my Lord.
A bag of cash.
That's right. So, going to be interesting, no doubt about that. But looks like our excitement of the delay of war didn't work because apparently we didn't have the right number to call somebody. I just love the fact that we've got a hold of someone. Do we know who the someone is? No. Okay.
Maybe the Speaker of the House can direct us to the right leader.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, Ken, we were talking about it earlier. Did you see there's totally people inside of the White House that are absolutely 100% making millions off this by investing. Yesterday, they shorted oil and people made $950,000. And they did it like 10 minutes before Trump made his they're looking at insider trading. And same thing, somebody else has made $1 million on the poly market for calling the attacks like hours before.
And the only way somebody can find that out is if they know the contents of his speeches.
Absolutely. So even CNBC and Fox Business is like, yeah, that feels a lot like insider trading. Absolutely. All right, coming up, Matt is here. We're going to wrap up today's show. Remember, tomorrow's One Hit Wonder Wednesday. Get your One Hit Wonders in. You can tweet at me, at Chad Benson Show. And, of course, you can email all of us here.
Yeah, I'll kick both your asses again tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, that's what he thinks. That's what he thinks. It ain't happening. Wrap it up straight ahead. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 997.
Thanks for calling.
The hot takes of the day. Matt says he missed the show today.
I missed the show today. What was the hot take?
Ken doesn't like the tourists who just stand at the crosswalk instead of walking, and you're trying to go because they're annoying. And Bell thinks that camping is basically practicing to be homeless.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think if you wear socks and sandals, you have committed a crime against humanity and fashion.
Bell, did you ever head on up to Goodlettsville when I lived in the Grand Old RV Resort Convalescence Home and Bat Meat Market?
Yeah, I picked you up a couple times.
Yeah, well, there you go. That ain't homeless. But it's also ain't camping.
That's true.
Yeah, it's like my wife went camping a few months ago, but it was a yurt camping.
That's not camping.
No, it's not camping.
That's living in a yurt.
Yeah. So
which is nice.
Which is nice. No doubt about that. I mean, I'm at the end, like Ken said, at some point in time, you know what? I don't want to get up and go, I'm so sore from taking a nap.
Yeah, I don't want to sleep on the ground.
No.
I don't want to sleep on a cot that's 3 inches from the ground. I don't want to do those things.
I don't want to wake up because something's eating our food.
I think the last time I went camping, I was like 20 years old in college, and my best friend Wayne and Caleb and myself got in our car and drove to West Palm Beach. We were going to watch the Braves in spring training.
Okay.
And we had no money. And so we were staying in state parks. We had camping gear. And we stayed in this state park in Florida. And this perhaps is where I came to love the raccoon. So we stay in this state park, and we get our tent together and we build the fire, and we're drinking, having a good time. And we go to bed. And we hear this commotion, like a lot of noise. And long story short, there were not a lot of people in the state park, and there were a lot of raccoons. And when I say a lot of raccoons, Chad, I mean we flashed a floodlight into the trees.
Just all the eyeballs?
And they were so many of them, we slept in the car because they were clawing at the tent. And I don't think they want anything but food. But, man, I mean, Wayne said, man, if these things get organized, we are screwed.
Oh, yeah, they're getting organized. They're trying to come into the house. They're shortening their snouts. Their ears are getting fluffier.
And then we realized we went to the park ranger the next day, and we were like, hey, what's up? There's all these raccoons. And he's like, oh, yeah, there's a trail. I was like, what do you mean there's a trail? There's like a Ho Chi Minh raccoon trail back there? They're coming along. And
they're coming on in.
Yeah,
so
I said, camping's not for me.
Camping's not for you. What is for you today on your magical show?
We will talk a little raccoon bill, which got to the floor of the House of Representatives. It's supposed to be voted on today. Obviously, we're going to talk about the after effects of Donald Trump in Memphis and everybody who was bound before Trump yesterday. And we'll, I don't know, we'll do a little nincompoops in the news. Have a good time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good time. Straight ahead. One hit wonder tomorrow. You guys have a good one. We'll do it again.